Greetings, citizens! This is how I survived 300 days in Minecraft Hardcore. I'm back for the third installment of this series in my first ever hardcore world. I wrapped up the previous video with several things in mind that I still wanted to do, and that's what this video is all about. In these 100 days, I'd like to complete the following goals. Number 1, upgrade all my gear to netherite. Number 2, create a gold and XP farm. And number 3, defeat the Wither and create my first beacon. If you go on to enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe to join the V Legion and continue the adventure with us. That's enough for me, let's get started. Yeah, this is kind of a strange site, but it's working, so can't really knock it if it works. May as well check in with the provincials while we're out here. Greetings, citizens. What news from the borders? Am I gonna be able to fit in there? You're kinda spilling over the edges a little bit there, friend. It looks like they opted for the full seaweed skin wrap. I don't know what they do. Uh-oh. This is a tricky situation. Welcome back, citizens. I'm excited to be back for 300 days in the hardcore world. We accomplished a lot in the last 100 days, and there's still a lot to do, obviously, around here. Did you see that? I was about to try the ploop thing and he disappeared. He despawned before he started on fire. That is not fair. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot to do in this 100 days, and the difficulty of starting one of these videos is always the same. I am never sure where I want to start. Thinking back on the last 100 days, there was a lot about improving the base and making a lot of changes around here. Part of me wants to wrap up a couple things I had in mind to essentially complete that portion of it, and then move on to things other than improving the base. A big example of that is this makes me very sad. We've been in this hardcore world for literal hours upon hours, over 200 days, and there's still only cows and sheep in my barn. I've had these 2 empty pens here for quite some time, and really no excuse why we don't have more animals there. So I do think that might be our first priority. We might go take a look around, see if we can find any pigs, maybe some chickens. Who knows? I mean, there's plenty of things we can use to fill up those pens. Plus, I mean, imagine if the Emperor were to show up and it's just like, oh, okay, great, you've got sheep, you got cows, what else you got? I am not impressed. That is not a position I want to find myself in. So why don't we grab what we'll potentially need to lure some of those animals back to base, and then we'll head out. What are the chances that we run into parrots when we're out there? Because if so, I'm gonna need a ton of seeds. They take so many of these. They eat so many before they're willing to follow you, so maybe we just be safe with those. You saw me grab that wheat and put it in my inventory. Were you gonna tell me that that didn't make any sense? I'm going to try to find pigs. Do we need wheat for pigs? We do not. Unbelievable. You were gonna let me go with that wheat. You weren't going to tell me that I need carrots and not wheat. I'll bring them both. I don't think it matters. We can bring both, but you didn't tell me I was gonna need those carrots. I'm on to you, citizen. Okay, so big question. If I were a pig or a chicken, where would I be? It's actually kind of interesting with our base because there's a jungle biome. There's a, I don't actually know what this one is called. It's almost like a plains or a savanna, is that right? Large ocean biome behind us, but I think plains is where pigs would typically spawn, and that's where we are. It's the only place there. There was a plains biome over by the raid farm we built last video, so that's a potential. Maybe we fly back towards spawn, which is this direction, and see what we find. Just kind of take a look over there. If we notice any pigs, we can bring them back. It's gonna be a long journey. That's not my favorite thing, having to bring them all the way back, but I am willing to do it for the Republic, so let's give that a shot and see how we do. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. We just took off. There are pigs on this hill right behind us. Oh, I remember. In the first 100 days when we were getting a cow, we ran into a pig. We just didn't have any carrots. There's a chicken here too. I made this big deal about making a big adventure and heading out to find some chickens and pigs, and here's a chicken and pigs. We have not even left the hill behind my base. Well, this is a lot of fun. Let's get both of these in one, but is there a second one of you? Because I don't really want to come back if there is. Hello, second chicken or egg. That could work. Okay, we'll start with you, and I guess we can come back. I really thought I was going to be out exploring before I found any of you. It's almost like these three don't want additional content for you. They want me to have shorter content, so if this video is a little bit shorter, you can thank these three. Okay, welcome to your new forever home. Why don't we have the pigs over here? Then you're coming with me, chicken. Oh, pigs can escape. Okay. Oh, that's right. I remember. Yeah, they're all gonna escape. I remember. I had to put up fence gates there because this does not work. I wasn't thinking about the fact they can climb up one level there, so they all just escaped. Let's go get some fence gates and close that in a little bit. Or not fence gates, fences rather. Okay, let's try this again. Chicken, you want to come back? I promise you it's gonna be fun in here. Ooh, wait, I see an egg. Okay, now let's go back. Promise you're gonna love it here. It would help if Enderman didn't put these in the fence too. There we go. Okay, where'd my piggy boys go? Hey, where's your friend? There were two of you. What, did he go for a swim or something? Where did he go? Okay, well, we'll figure this out. Well, in the 20 seconds it took me to put in the fence gates there to lock in the pigs and the chickens, we seem to have lost one. I'm not sure where it could have gotten to. I don't think they start swimming in the water of their own volition, and I saw them both go in this direction. Unless it went back up the hill. They're saying, please don't take me to the pen. I don't want to be trapped for eternity, but I can't resist the lure of the carrot. Nobody can resist the lure of the carrot, my friends. This was over before it started. Ooh, careful, careful. They are literally willing to throw themselves off a mountain to get this carrot. I didn't need two more, but I won't say no. Oh, look at that. We got a big happy family now. Alright, now you all have to catch up with these completely overflowing pens. Actually, it is with the cows, not so much with the sheep. We need to breed the sheep, the cows. You are not cows. The sheep, the pigs, and the chickens. So we'll start over here. You don't get any. There's no reason to feed you yet. And we did find one egg. Alright, we got one egg. Is that going to be enough to get us a second chicken? Big money, big money, big money, big money! Alright, I'm not going to buy any lottery tickets today. Did you notice what I just noticed when I did that? I think I know what happened to that second pig we were looking for. Okay. Come here. Come on. Come on, 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 come on! No! Ooh, that was close. Okay, I think we need some order around here. Who was the one that still needed to be fed? There you are. Okay. And finally, I did not put that gravel there. Did you put that gravel there? It is so loud in here. It's hurting my ears. Let's try this one more time. You are unlucky. It's like you don't even want a friend. One other thing that I am thinking of, what happens if we do find more animals that we want in here? Because this is at full capacity, and there is a lot of wide open area here. Maybe we do a couple outdoor pens on this area. We could even extend the roof to cover that up. That could be a possibility because, yeah, I don't think this is going to contain everything that we want to find. And speaking of, we found plenty of free leads in the last couple of videos, so maybe that's something to carry along with us. You know, if we find some horses or something, that way we can bring them back and do what we need to do to add them to the barn area that we have. I'm putting together a shulker box full of, I don't know, call them emergency items that we might need as we go hunting for more friends to add to our delightful menagerie over there. And part of that will be extra buckets in case we find axolotls. Luckily we have a couple iron. I mean, it's really not that much. So we can make a few buckets just so we have them. And I think 5 should be fine. If we find axolotl, I'm not going to need much more than that. And a couple other things just in case we do find some extra animals while we're out. But like I said, we're pretty low on iron. I think we might run out pretty soon, so we'll have to be a little bit careful with that. I mean, unless these good Samaritans are willing to continue donating, then maybe we'll be okay, but we'll see how we do. And apparently this hill behind our village is a gold mine, so I'm going to look around and see if there's any other animals in the area that we can bring back. That is a precarious situation, friend. I mean, I'm not going to help you, but I just hope you know that that is not the best place to be in. Ooh, what do we have here? So something else you might remember from the first couple of videos, this village just sort of inexplicably cleared out. There's really nobody left that I'm aware of. So really, we'd be doing a favor by bringing these horses back by us, right? I mean, there's nobody here to take care of them. They're probably pretty sad. I think that makes sense to bring them home with us. But as you can see, it is turning to nighttime. And while I'd love to bring them back home in the middle of the night, I think I'd prefer to bravely requisition a bed from the village so that we can wait until the sun is out to make that trek. So why don't we do that? Alright, this is why you always come prepared. So this is embarrassing to admit, but I don't know if it's better to try to use those saddles and tame them so I can ride them back, or if they'll just go on the leads and I can bring them back that way. Oh yeah, I think this is the way to go. Oh, no way! There's 3 of you. Alright, we got quite the merry gathering. Ready to head back and see your new home? And you can swim, right? Yeah, okay. You too, bud. Let's go. Yeah, this is kind of a strange sight, but it's working, so can't really knock it if it works. Can you make it up this cliffside, or is this going to be a problem? Ooh, you got it, you got it. Very nice. Yep, so this is it. This is home. I know, it's pretty impressive. It's a lot better than that kind of rundown shack you were living at before, but that's villagers for you. You're going from pleb life over to the senatorial class, so definitely an upgrade. For the time being, we are going to keep you right over here until I build this out a little bit more and create your very own stalls or pens, but I will take care of you. I'll get a place for you. Just for right now, I want you to stay right there, okay? I did find an egg while we were out there, so... Hi-ya! Yeah, we did it! Look at that. 2 chickens ready to go. Yeah, it was too good to be true, but soon you will be legion. Let's bring some stuff from here over to the barn because I don't really want to continue to run back and forth when we're trying to build out the animals in there. Oh, you can have more already. Okay. Where did you come from? How did you get out? Well, no matter. It's not like you're doing any harm. I'm just going to leave you there and we won't have to worry about it. Alright, so good sheep that stay in their pens get lots of wheat. It's actually been a while since we've cleaned this up, so we're gonna do that real quick before we move on. I am 100% certain we'll never need more of the nether wart than we already have, but it's kind of like seeing the farms fully grown. When I see it, I have to do it. It's just, there's no reason not to, really. While we're in the house, something else to think about. I don't have any plans these 100 days to do anything to the second level of my house. I still really like it. I think it's cool. There's probably a little bit of work that can be done, especially back here where it's still exposed to the dirt wall. But leave me a comment. Let me know if you have any thoughts. What can we use the second level of the house for? Because right now, like I said, it's very nice. It's got the skylight, very nice roof. There's a lot of space, but there's no purpose to it really. There's nothing that we use it for. So if there are any thoughts or if you have any ideas what we can use this room for, leave me a comment and let me know. Maybe we'll do that in the next 100 days. Before we wrap up the day, I do want to go trade all of these pumpkins. 1, because they're fully grown, but also 2, I just took the last of the golden carrots I had out of my chest, and I eat those things like crazy, so we should probably stock up and at least have a little bit on backup, just, you know, because I don't want to run out and have to rush to try to get it. How's my favorite farmer pleb been doing? Alright, full stack plus 23 extra. That should last us a while. They actually do, you know, take me a while to get through those, so I'm not too worried about it. I don't know though, we might run out of emeralds sometime soon. We'll have to keep an eye on that. I want to go explore a little bit more and see if we can potentially find some more friends to add to our menagerie. And I remember there was that one enormous plains biome. That's probably a good place to start. That was something we found in our last 100 days. But actually, I just cast off and I realized I'd never looted this broken nether portal, so let's start with that. These are looking very good to me, so let's start with those. Yes, please. And there's usually a chest, oh yeah, around here somewhere. Pretty cool if I found them on like day 5 or something, but don't really need them right now. I should have brought more shulker boxes with me. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Okay, now do you remember where that plains biome was? Because I do not. I also don't remember if we looted this. We may as well check while we're out. Gotta make this difficult for me. Yeah, I don't think I've been in here yet. I have not. Nice. It really doesn't help that everything is buried in sand. It's kind of slowing us down a little bit. Yeah, this is just entirely buried down here. And it's really not that great, but that's alright. So I haven't gone that far yet, and I'm kind of already dealing with an inventory problem, so I say we head back, drop all this stuff off, and then we'll head back out. I am terrible with directions. What way did we come from? I think it was this way. Yeah, there's the portal. There we go. Okay, now we're ready. And I think it was actually over in this direction, that larger plains biome that we found in the previous 100 days. This is probably it right here, actually. So I kind of wanted to come over here, not so much for the plains biome itself, but oh, there's some more horses if we need them. But more for the fact that I saw a ton of entrances to caves in here, and I thought that would probably be a good place to explore. And actually, is that emerald? Isn't that pretty rare to find that out in the wild? That's pretty cool. Actually am running a kind of low on coal, so it's not like I need it imminently, but I'm not gonna pass up on it if I see it. Ow. Can't you see I'm doing something here? You are outmatched, my friends. He couldn't even hit me. Yeah, this place is enormous, and I'm actually seeing multiple of those. Or no, is that the same one? That's the same one. Another question for you, is there any use for this stuff? Dripstone block and pointed dripstone. I mean, aside from looking cool, is there any reason I would use this? Is it used for farms or anything like that? Let me know, because when this was released, I saw it, I thought it was cool. I have never used it for anything, so I'll grab some, but I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do with it. Having fortune on your pickaxe makes such a difference. I haven't found that many coal blocks yet, but I've already got over a stack just from mining a couple of the veins I saw. Alright, I bravely flew down to the bottom of this cave. I'm only brave when I can hit enemies from a distance. Once they're up close, it's a different story. We'll keep on grabbing all the coal that we find while we're here. Well, this place looks friendly. Okay. 2 can play at that game. Run through, light it up, dodge arrows, because we're just that good. This place is huge. Okay, this might be the wrong side of the tracks, wrong part of town. Ooh, I am out of torches. I wasn't watching. Oh no! Yeah, this is not where we want to be. Okay. Brave Sir Legion ran away. Yeah, I don't really know how we would clear out this entire area given the number of mobs that are already spawning and the fact that I just ran around using all my torches, and I really don't think it affected that much. The only other thing I have are the lanterns. Keep lighting it up, make it a bit safer. Ooh! That's a skeleton with diamond armor. Aren't they super rare? Look at all those boys. This is not the best place to be. Look at all of this. I'm curious how we're gonna get out of here. I think I see an exit up there, but it won't be easy. Where was that guy in diamond armor? I feel like we win if we take him out. Like, that's like taking out the enemy general. Did he despawn? I don't see him anywhere. Yep, just stay over there. Where are all these zombies and skeletons getting their armor from, by the way? Because many of them down here are wearing something. Yeah, I think we lost the diamond armor guy. Okay, I think I proved that I was the bravest one down here, and, you know, once again, I didn't get hit once, but I also think it's time to make our escape and get out of here. Okay, so this might be a thread the needle type of situation, but I do think there's a way out right up there. And I am going to mess it up, but we have to try. Yeah, there's no way. There is no way, but I'm trying it anyway. Ooh. Whoa, I cannot believe that worked. So was that where we entered that cave and we somehow made our way all the way over here and came out of one of these holes? That was a further distance than I thought we traveled. Yeah, I think so. Because this was, yeah, that was the spot. There was the emerald I was looking at, so okay, yeah, we traveled a decent way. I will confess to you, I was really hoping we would find some axolotl down there since we were going underground, but, you know, didn't happen today. Still a chance that it'll happen tomorrow. Yeah, there's another just massive cave in here. Hey, man. Oh, what's wrong? You can't figure out how to get over here and ruin my day? Yeah, that's sad. That's confusing, isn't it? In any event, I don't know that I'm really willing to head over there and bloop and explore all of this cave, so, you know, I think we just give this one a pass. I'm all caved out for right now. Ooh, hello. I see that you're a bee. Would you like to lead me back to your hive so I can get a second one? In the last 100 days, I was able to get my first bee's nest or beehive, and I don't necessarily have plans to make anything, but anytime I run across these, I feel like I should go ahead and grab it, because if I get to the point of trying to make a bee farm, I don't want to, you know, head out and try to find it over several days. I'd rather just say, oh, I was prepared. I got what I needed in the previous 100 days. But you are going to lead me to a home, right? Like, there's not just outcast bees that don't actually live anywhere. Is that a thing? I really hope not. Because now I've committed to kind of just following you around until you go back to your nest, and I'd really like for that to happen. So, can you do that? Where are you going? Are you lost? Because I'm starting to think you don't know where you're going. We're really just running around in circles right now. Anytime now, the sun is starting to go down. Okay, there's a second one. So there's gotta be something around here, but where is it? Okay, you're just gonna sit down on the ground. You don't have a home, do you? Maybe the other one will give me more luck. Do you have a home? Because mobs are starting to spawn. And I kinda wasted a day waiting for you to show me where you live. Okay, it's just flying over a gap, and the other one was just over there somewhere. This is really not helping me. Yeah, I'm not sure you have a home. I'm starting to feel like this was a behemoth waste of time. I'm like actually getting annoyed. I'm spending all night following this bee around, and I'm pretty sure it's not leading me anywhere. It's just randomly flying around. There's another bee. This is a new one. Why would there be so many bees unless there was a beehive somewhere? Why do you hate me? This merry chase is over. I say we come back at another time and just see how we do, see if we can find more beehives, but this has essentially just wasted a day for me. Yesterday we were absolutely thwarted by those bees. That was probably our biggest defeat so far to date, but we are not one to give up. We're gonna head right back out there into the great unknown and continue exploring, looking for friends to add to our menagerie. If we use the compass in the center of the base here, I'm saying we head, in this time, in a northeasterly direction, so over this way. Past the snowy mountain that I had no idea was here until I went about 5 feet from my base and finally saw it. Oh, wow. So I have never found one of these before, and if I understand correctly, they are quite dangerous. Am I right in thinking that? I don't actually know. But the long and short of it is, if that's true, I'm not really interested in taking this thing on right now. I don't actually even know what it's called. A wooded mansion or something? Luigi's mansion? I don't know. But yeah, until we get netherite, I don't really want to try this. So we'll do a flyby and take a look, but you know, I'll note the coordinates. We'll come back to this. I'm not dealing with this right now though. All right, carefully. We don't want to wake anybody up as we pass this. That is enormous. That thing is huge. What is the point of view? Oh wow, it's right next to a village? Is this a village? I mean, that thing is full of enemies, right? And there's iron golems spawning around here? This is very strange. Like most Romans, I am an avid flower collector, so while we're here, we have to at least grab a few of these. I am noticing that I don't see any villagers, so that's a bit odd. Oh wait, there you are. Okay, well, I mean, interesting find. Definitely something to come back to in the future. Are these just super common now? Because I'm seeing this a lot, like the whole hollow mountain thing. And I don't know if it's because of the caves Caves and Cliffs updates, but I've been seeing a ton of these around. Just a big ol' hollow mountain. My curiosity got the better of me and I did head down a bit. It does look like we found a mine shaft of some kind, so maybe we take a look at that real quick. Interesting. It really doesn't seem to be much in here, and I'm stuck. There we go. Okay, that was uneventful. Well, hello. No thank you, no thank you, no thank you. Okay, yeah, this is something at least. 2 diamonds, giving me 4 total. Not too bad. Well, same problem as before. Are we going to be able to fly out of here? Let's find out. Ooh, that was smooth. I'm running across a lot of villages as I fly over here. I guess I am traveling far distances, but still, it seems like this is a lot. Okay, so that looks like a market, but they are not selling anything. You see those stalls? They're just bare. What are you selling? Good conversation? Yeah, right, I doubt it. We seem to have found the snow biome. It just occurred to me that I don't know what I'm looking for. Like, I'm just kind of flying around seeing what the areas around my base look like. I did set out to find animals or something to add to the base, but now I'm just kind of wrapped up in the experience and trying to find new things. That's another village. Seriously, we are hitting so many villagers as we travel. May as well grab this. It could come in handy, you never know. I'm pretty sure we can use stuff like this, the ice, when it comes around to building item sorters, because we can kind of slide the items along ice. So rather than coming back and trying to find this again, let's just grab it while we're here. Ooh, by the way, this is satisfying. Just insta-break. I love it. Okay, so there's apparently different types too, because I got a ton of packed ice, but I got blue ice? What is blue ice? And where was it? How was it different? Also, what is that? And full of nothing that I'm interested in. Let's keep moving. I'm pretty sure what I'm chopping down right now is kind of rare too. The flowering azalea, so I'm trying to grab a little bit of this as well. I keep saying things are rare. I have no idea. It's just things that I don't see a whole lot. I also need to stop just jumping in random holes in the ground. It's probably not, you know, a great thing to do. But I am seeing more stuff that is new to me, as well as more diamonds. Oh, are these your diamonds? I don't see your name on them. Not bad, another couple there. There's even more in here. I don't know why I spend so much time digging through the deep slate trying to find diamonds. I could just explore caves, and that's been pretty easy so far to just grab a few. Don't mind me, I'm just looting. Ooh, wow, this is a lot. That I'm up to 30 diamonds. That is not bad. I'm not a huge fan of how many enemies are in here, though. That doesn't bode well, really. Oop. Yep, hello, hello. Think we might need to make a quick exit. Okay. Ooh, that's a little too fast. Close quarters. Wow, I am very surprised that worked. I'm kind of ready to leave. I don't really want to explore more, but I don't know which way the exit is. I did, however, see a chest over this way. Ooh, I didn't expect to hit him. That was a good shot. So let's take a look at this. Oh, not bad, not bad. Yeah, I want to get out of here. I think. Nope, 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 nope. That's not where we came from. I was wrong. Try over here? Yeah, I think so. I see sunlight. And we made it. Look at that beautiful scenery. And that busted nether portal. What do you have for me? Okay, I mean, I'll take that. So this very much turned into more of just a exploration, a bit of a journey to see what was around the base because, you know, I originally headed out to see if I could find any animals to bring back. We haven't found anything so far, but that's not to say we didn't see some cool stuff. So I think we wrap up, head back to the base, see what's next. I think I'm a long way from there right now, so we'll have to do a little bit of searching to find where we need to go. But I think that was fun. It was nice to head out, see what's around here. Maybe we come back out eventually and continue exploring. But yeah, I think I'm good to head on back and see if we can find our way home. But not before looting everything that we pass. Wow, nice. I will definitely take those. Oh, I think I know where we are. Unless this is a natural construction of some kind, I don't think these spawn naturally. It looks an awful lot like our creeper farm. If you didn't see the last video, I'd recommend going back to check that out. It goes over the build of this creeper farm, and it was awesome. I think this is probably my favorite farm I've built so far, but it's a very cool design, and it works really well. I mean, there's not much here now because we haven't been in the area, but if we stand up on the AFK platform that's above this thing, it runs like crazy and produces gunpowder at an alarming rate, which is fantastic. Looks like we made it back, and not a moment too soon. I'm gonna land with about 6 rockets left. Okay, so now that we're safely back in Roman territory, I got a couple things on that trip that I think I can use to spruce up the base just a little bit. One smaller thing, I found a couple new types of flowers out there, so I'm just gonna plant a couple of these around to give us some variety. And then I got these, the glowberries and azalea leaves, so I need to find a place for those. One that I think would be pretty cool, should look nice if we can hang it off something up here. Okay, so let's see if that grows. I do not know if it actually will. Put a couple on the barn as well, because who knows, if they grow, they could look cool. If not, I could always take them down, but kind of nice. This second one, I actually don't know if this will work, so please don't make fun of me if this doesn't do what I expect. But I think I can actually grow this into a tree. So if I were to chop down one of these in the courtyard area. Okay, so like I said, I do not know if this is going to work, but I think if you put azalea leaves down, can I actually bone meal it? And I cannot. Why was I thinking of, maybe it's an azalea bush that I need instead of the leaves. Do I have any of those? I have to go look in the chest. All right, so I don't have any of those. That's all right. Please don't make fun of me. I thought that would work, but doesn't matter. We have one jungle sapling. We can change it up a little bit by putting one of those in here. There we go. Something a little bit different. Unfortunately, it's bugging me way more than it actually should that I've got these guys walking around nearly broken, so I kind of just want to get rid of them and let them spawn in new ones. Yes, I could absolutely repair you, but something just tells me this is a bit easier. Don't run away. You're making this harder on yourself. Thank you. No, there's no escape. See, that's just a lot cleaner now. You know something that I just realized? Looking through some of my items, I got most of what I wanted and enchanted them the way that I typically will, but there's still some stuff missing here. So for example, I have efficiency 5 on my pickaxes, my axe and my shovel are still on 4. Also, my sword and my bow have no fire enchantments on them, so that's something we can improve. And there's a couple other small ones, like I'm noticing I don't have, I think it's called Aqua Affinity, that helps you mine underwater a little bit faster, and maybe a couple other things. So before I get around to upgrading to netherite, which is something that I do want to do, I think I should probably finish enchanting all of my gear. And I do not know if I have any plebs that offer those enchantments currently. I'll need to come back for you because I do need a couple efficiency 5 books. I do have fire aspect 2, so that's one that I'll be okay on. Alright, and that's it. So I probably will need to get a couple extra nerds in order to get the enchantments that I need, but let's at least start with those efficiency enchantments and get the tools all up to par. Oh man, it's going to be so hard to get all the emeralds that we need. I don't know, this is going to take us a while. Okay, I was joking, but this guy actually charges a lot for efficiency 5, so we might actually have to walk all the way back to the chest in order to get some. Why is it offering me a bookshelf? Oh, because I don't have any books. That would help, wouldn't it? I will take 2, please. I haven't used any of my levels in quite some time. We'll see how much this actually takes. You're up, choppy boy. 12, okay. I mean, could be worse. Not too bad, but worth it. How about you, Scooby-Doo? Same, 12. Okay, well, you know, like I said, could be worse. Alright, who wants to go to college and become my new nerd? I'm probably actually gonna need 2 of you before we're finished here. There you are. Oh man, I remember this from the first 100 days. Re-rolling librarians non-stop until we get the enchantments we're after. Alright, I already lost my patience with that. Let's just grab the fire aspect and do that. Thank you very much. I have a feeling this one's going to be pretty costly. The sword is already upgraded quite a bit. Alright, Razzle Dazzle, don't let me down. Oh, Okay, wow. I thought it was going to be a lot more than that. Okay, really not too bad. Let's get back to rolling the nerds. I still need Aqua Affinity and Flame. I want to try to make this easier on myself. Get out of here. There we go. Now it's just you and me. We don't have to worry about anybody else. I'm also worried because when I'm about to break the lectern, he keeps wanting to jump on it. And this guy over here really isn't going to like it if I accidentally hit you with my axe. So try not to get in the way. I wonder if I should get this. Am I ever going to make a sword with smite, like for the wither? I really don't feel like starting over. I could always come back if I want that. I don't think I need it right now. Gotta tell ya, I really did not miss this. I thought we were done. There we go. Was that so hard? That's exactly what I needed. So we need one of those, and then I want to level you up. Maybe you're going to be nice to me, and you'll also have flame as one of your other unlocked enchantments. I'm gonna need more emeralds. Yeah, okay. Let's head on back. Gonna grab a lot of what I have just so if we need to, we can keep leveling that nerd up and seeing what other enchantments he has available. I'm back. Did you miss me? Whoops, whoops, whoops. Nobody leave. Nothing yet. Okay. And now... Okay, that was really close. Really close. I like that you're trying, but I didn't need fire aspect. I actually need flame. So let's try a little bit harder. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get anything else out of this guy. Yep, that was it. So fire aspect and aqua affinity. We're gonna need one more. Let's see what the damage is here. 17. Okay, I mean, we've been saving up the levels, so it's not like we can't afford it. I say we just do it. That is a good-looking Noggin Guardian. Not a huge fan of how it covers up my my laurel crown or whatever you want to call it, because that looks pretty nice. I mean, that looks very good actually, but, you know, we do have to protect the head, so unfortunately it covers that up. Back to the grind. Hello, sir. You've been selected for a special project. If the farmer would get out of the way. Out of the way! Is this your best friend or something? Alright, you're gonna be nice to me, right? Oh, you are gonna be nice to me. That did not take long at all. And only for 5 emeralds. You shouldn't have. May as well max you out, see what else you got. Piercing, okay. And projectile protection 3. I don't think I'm ever going to use that. Okay, I will set you free. You didn't do too bad at all, and I appreciate it. Okay, now I can't get this guy to take the job lock again. I don't want 3 librarians. Go downstairs. I need you to be the one to claim it so that your friend over there stops stealing it. What, do you need it there? Okay, that worked. Now let's do that one more time down here. No, you're so greedy. Okay, we're gonna come back to that when you're willing to cooperate. Also, I did get the Flame Enchanted book right now, but I don't think I'm going to use it. You may notice that my current bow is a little worse for the wear. I don't really feel like using it on that if it's just going to break and I'm going to have to make a brand new one anyway. So let's wait until the second iteration and we'll make sure that one has flame on it. I was just walking by and noticed we're starting to have those glowberries come along, so that's going to look nice when we get all the way down. Although, can they start on fire from that torch? I have no idea, but I guess we'll find out if we come out of the house in the morning and notice the entire barn is burned down, but I'm hoping for the best there. I'm just going to leave it. Doesn't seem to be growing as fast up on the house. Oh, that side's doing well. That is strange. Why is one side like all the way grown? The other one's barely started. Maybe it's randomized. I'm not sure. Okay, so we don't need to do it now, but I was just gathering up all my pumpkins and thought maybe it's time we actually get Silk Touch on something else to get these watermelons. I guess you'd be able to put it on an axe. I've never tried, but I'm not going to use the pickaxe again on these. I'm going to wait, and maybe eventually we'll try that on the axe. Also, I'm not going to do the whole farm area. I just want to make sure we're keeping up on beetroots, because that's one of my best trades for the farmer villager. Don't want to run out in case we need to heal up Scooby-Doo again or something. Also, while I'm thinking about it really quick, let's make our life a bit easier and grab some of the stuff from the chest that is inside my storage room. And we'll find a place for it out here by the farmer so we don't have to keep running back and forth. And this is pretty inconspicuous. If we just hide it over here, it's not going to mess with the design or anything. It's just now, if we need to do any trades, we've got it right here. There we go, all set. And may as well just keep up with the harvesting. I'm going to see if I can get this full, so if we ever need it, we're not going to be in trouble at all. Oh, good morning. I've been putting this off for a while now, but I don't think there's any more avoiding it. It's time to head to the Nether and start looking for netherite so that we can upgrade all of my armor and a few of my tools at least, if not all of them. I think that would be great if we can get to them all. I do want to start with a little preparation, and let's see what grabbing a few of these does for us. I want to make some TNT to bring with. It's not the way I typically look for ancient debris. And I know that you can use beds, but I just don't really want to do that. And, you know, I think this is just going to be faster if it works at all. So that's not a lot. It's really not a lot. We might have to come back and stock up. I've never tried this way. I'm going to see if using TNT to dig for ancient debris is faster than just using a pickaxe, which is what I typically do. But if it works out and we like it, I'll come back and we can stock up and just continue to look for it that way. All right, this is going to be fun. It's surely not going to be 100 days of digging just to find enough ancient debris. I mean, I want netherite, but if that was the case, I would definitely give up before we got there. Okay, I'm just here to dig, man. Okay, so apparently Y level 15 is a good place to start looking for ancient debris, and that's where I am currently. I say let's dig kind of a line ahead of us, and then start placing some TNT. Maybe we'll get lucky and just find something right away. You've got to be kidding me. That looks so fake. Oh, man. So if you can't see, I just started digging. This is the staircase I built. I just started moving forward. There is a piece of ancient debris right here. I did not use moving magic or anything to find this. That is legit. I'm sorry if that looks fake. I can't believe we already found one. There we go, hidden in the depths. Okay, so anyway, I was entirely thinking that was going to take longer. Let's actually dig out a line, use the TNT, see if we can find anything else. Okay, this is incredible. I have not been digging that long, and I've already found the one right at the entrance, and now a couple more really not that far down my tunnel. I haven't used any TNT yet. Last time I tried to do this, it took me absolutely forever to find anything. I don't really know what's going on here. I don't like that I'm having this good luck early on, because I have a feeling that means it's going to take much longer later on. I also didn't really count how much I'm going to need for everything. I think it's 4 pieces per item you want to upgrade. So maybe 32 to 36 pieces total is what I'm going to need if I want to upgrade absolutely everything. With that in mind, why don't we keep this straight tunnel as it is and start branching off to the side for the TNT, so that at least if we're coming straight down the stairs, it's not just going to be a big hole in the ground with a bunch of TNT. While we're here, we can grab more quartz in case we want to continue building with that. Okay, let's start with a smaller area. I actually don't know how far apart these need to be so that they light each other. Let's try every 4 blocks or so. That should be good. Okay, let's start with that. I'm gonna dig myself a little hidey hole from this. Okay, like I said, I've never tried this before. I don't know if they're all gonna go off or not, but let's give this the old college try. Ooh. Nice. And it worked. Look at that. We found a couple. Maybe this method isn't so bad after all. I also want to collect any blackstone that I run into, because I think that would be really cool for a build if I had enough of it. It's just I really haven't found a lot yet. Okay, let's try the same thing in the other direction. Alright, that's the last of the TNT I brought, so let's try it in this direction and see how we do. Oh man, so it doesn't always work. This is a bit precarious. I'm about to try to light that and then run away, but there's not a clear path, so wish me the best. Much better. Alright, we need to clean this up. I think I'm beneath a lava lake. This is a lot. Oh, looks like we missed one too. Easily remedied. Not much luck this time around though. I'm not seeing any ancient debris. I am frequently setting myself on fire though, so that's fun. Well, I say we collect up all the blackstone and any gold that we see, and then head back for some more TNT. I do think this is a bit quicker, or even if it's not, I want to continue to try. So we'll go grab some more and get back to the Nether. Piggy shot first. Ow. Before we go back, I need more sand and gunpowder. I have some, obviously, but I don't want to clear out everything I have for my rockets, and I don't want to just be completely out of sand, so I want to go And if you can hear that, yes, it is a thunderstorm outside, so that's wonderful. But anyway, I need to go out and get some more gunpowder and sand before we head back to the Nether. Since this is a thunderstorm anyway, I don't really want to sleep through the day. Why don't we go AFK at the creeper farm, get some more gunpowder, then we can go looking for sand. I really hope you can't get like struck by lightning in a thunderstorm while you're flying, because that would be unfortunate. Always have to keep going back to check on our friends who are still here for whatever reason. Oh, and it's nice and sunny over here, of course. So we'll AFK for a bit. We're right above the creeper farm. So we'll stand up here, wait until we get some gunpowder, then we will head out going to grab some more sand. All right, 1 day of AFK. Time to go down and collect the spoils. All right, big money, big money, big money. Nice. I am very happy with that. Oh, that worked out really well. It's all even. 7 full stacks of gunpowder. But it is so loud. I'm probably going to lower the volume here, but yeah, all the snowballs and the creepers burning, that is so loud. Alright, so we've got the gunpowder. It's time to go get some sand. And I think there are a couple beaches surrounding this ocean, so we'll probably... Yeah, I think that's one right there, actually. Nope. That is definitely stone, not sand. That, however, is sand. Ooh, a turtle. What's up, Michelangelo? I don't know how I'd get you back to my base if I wanted to do that, but it's good to know you're here. I might try to bring you back at some point. In the meantime, don't hate me. Scooby-Doo and I have some work to do here. So if all the dirt says Rutro when it sees Scooby-Doo, what does the sand say? Jinkies? Oh man, that is so satisfying. Okay, so at least for now, I think we have enough. This should do a decent amount of damage in the Nether once it's turned into TNT. So I say we bring this back, start making a bunch, and then we head back over and continue our quest. Okay, he definitely doesn't want to come along. I was gonna invite him, but no. And there's plenty more to come back to if we end up needing more sand. Look how much goes into this though. Like I'm using 5 stacks of gunpowder just for a single stack of TNT. I get it, of course that's going to be the main component, but I really wish I can get more out of the insane amount that we were just able to collect over there. I mean, stack and 25, that's good. It's going to do some damage. I just wish I had a little bit more. But that's alright, we will make do. So now we're going to go back to the Nether, and we really just have to collect about 30 more ancient debris. 30, 31, I think, total. So that's nothing, right? That's going to be easy. I know you don't believe that. I don't believe it either. So what I'm doing, I counted out. It looks like the blast radius is about 5 blocks. So what I'm going to do from one of the previous ones is count over 5 more, so a total of 10, and make some new tunnels. So we'll just kind of do that all the way down. We'll pick the tunnels on each side, lie down some TNT, and then search for the ancient debris as we go. This strikes me as one of those things that just never gets old no matter how many times you do it. Yes, the destruction. Beautiful. I'm seeing things that I want, I'm just not seeing any ancient debris. Early success, but not doing us any favors currently. Seems like the spacing was good too. I'm right next to that last area we were just blowing up. Alright, no luck. We're gonna go try the next tunnel. I'm cutting this one a little close, but I think we'll be alright. Ooh, little too close. Hey, there's one. Not bad. Are there any more? Was it just the one? Gotta cover up all the lava so we can actually see if anything is under here. Yeah, I think it was just one in this tunnel. Oh, hey friend. Did you come to join me? I'm gonna try this with a longer tunnel, just give us more to work with. Okay, so I've got a bit more in there now. I think there's about 23 down this line, so we're gonna light this one off. Hopefully have better luck. I think, yeah, we're at 6 total now with the 5 I have at the base, so still need about 30 more. Alright, everybody in the Legion, cross your fingers. Okay, I already see one. That's good news. And it stopped. We're gonna have to go and light that one. On the way, let's get rid of some lava. Oh man, that wasn't 1, that was 3. A juicy 3. That's awesome. We need more finds like this. If I could find, you know, all of them as 3 veins, I would be A-okay. I guess I only missed 1 anyway. Or no, never mind. There's more than 1. Keep missing them though. How do I keep getting myself into situations like this? I'm just trying to block off a lava lake and this keeps happening. I am only making it worse. How is this just hovering here? I think I finally got it. Maybe? No, it's still coming out somewhere. Is that it? Is there more? Man, that took absolutely forever and a ton of mistakes, but I think I finally figured it out. That was so annoying. What's worse is I know I'm about to just open it right back up when I set these last ones off, but I don't know. We're gonna do it anyway. What? Whoa! Okay. Don't investigate. Yeah, that was all pointless. Why did I do that? There's no way I'm blocking all this off. Ooh, but it's a good thing we did. Look at what I had to do. I had to make a little tunnel to go around all of this lava, but it was worth it, because coming out on the other side, there is some ancient debris. Yep, just goes to show, persistence is key. So here's another good one for you. Still by the lava, the big lava lake. I just was gonna dig around the other side of it, and this time I dug right into more ancient debris. So I'm really liking my luck. I think this is going well. If I find an area where there's blackstone or quartz or gold or something where it kind of makes me... Okay, this is kind of proving a point, but where it makes me mine out more than I typically would, like the one block tunnel like this, I'm gonna just, instead of using the TNT, just mine it all out, and this really just proves the point. I did that here, and right away I found some ancient debris before I actually used any TNT, so that's kind of my plan going forward. If I do find any areas like this where I'm getting blackstone, gold, I'm just gonna keep going with the pickaxe, but if there's nothing, that's when I'm gonna use TNT to just try to be a little bit more economical about it. Alright, we're ready for the next one. Here we go. I am also getting so much gold from this trip. There are so many of these little gold nugget blocks that I can get with Silk Chutch. Alright, so we didn't actually get a lot of the TNT from that one, so we're going to restart it here. That seemed to work out well. Alright, so we're up to 11, and there's 5 back at the base, so we're getting there. So I think we're going to need to take a trip back. I am bursting at the seams with blackstone, nether quartz, and gold, ancient debris, all that stuff, so I think we need to go drop it off and then come back. We might not continue with the TNT, I might just move on to straight mining it. I really wish my nether portal worked. I just want to step out at my base, drop this stuff off, and go back, but it's this big trek every time. Please, 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 if you know a way to fix my nether portal, leave me a comment. Let me know what I'm supposed to do to get this working the right way. I've got a bit of a storage problem, so I'm trying to correct that really quick. I completely ran out of room in the nether chest, so I think I'm going to make a quartz and blackstone chest. Leave the rest of the stuff in here. While we're here, we will also start smelting the gold. And I need an incinerator because I do not want all this netherrack. It's just taking up space. Let's try this, see if it works. Maybe something like this so that we can't actually run into it accidentally because you know that's going to happen at some point. But I could also stand here and if I do that, yeah, it'll just go into the incinerator. Item gone, everybody happy. Pew, pew, pew. Much better. One of the nice side effects of looking for ancient debris is I'm getting a ton of gold, and that's really nice, especially if we ever decide to go back and do more raids, because I've got 6 golden apples, but I'd really like to use some of the rest of this to make a ton of these, a ton of golden apples, and just carry those with me, because it's going to make me feel a lot safer. Okay, back to it. Alright, so we've tried TNT, we've done that for a bit, you know, several times, and now I just want to try mining, see if that is any different, if it's any faster. Let's just give that a shot. I mean, it does let you insta-mine, it's just, I think it's going to be quite a while in between finding any ancient debris, so it's time-consuming, but it is effective. Okay, so just found my first vein while mining, and you can see how much area I just cleared out. It's ripping through my pickaxes, so that is a downside, but it does work. So we'll keep doing this for a little bit, see how far we can get, and you know, eventually we'll get to the number we need. The quartz is going to come in handy right now because, like I said, my pickaxes are getting destroyed, and the experience is going to help mend it back up. There's some magical floating netherrack here. Either that or it's It's glitching somehow. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. I'm really trying to check my durability as I'm doing this because, like I said, this is just destroying the pickaxe, and I'm afraid I'm gonna get into the zone and completely miss when this is very near breaking and unintentionally break it. So I'm trying not to zone out. I'm really trying to concentrate as I do this. Look at this place though. I'm just clearing it out. This is so much area that I just mined out, and I'm only at 8 from all of that. And I don't actually know how much more I need right now, but I feel like I'm doing so much digging. Alright, so I am no longer comfortable using Ol Reliable because that's really close to breaking, so I think I'm just gonna set that one off in the inventory for a bit, and I'll move over to Cleopatra's Silk. I'll use that one till it gets down pretty low, and then we're gonna head back because I am kind of off of the lucky streak. I haven't found anything in a while, so we'll see how it goes, but yeah, I'll just use this one and see if we can find a little bit more. I do have a bit of TNT left, and it doesn't make much sense to not use it while I'm here, so I'm just gonna pick some random spots and use the last of it, see what we get. Here we go. Big ol' nada from that. Ooh, I think we got one. Well, hey there. Ooh, hello there to you too. Okay, so we're up to 11, and there's a bit more TNT. And once again... Aw, yes. And that's a spicy 3 right there. I will take that. I think the TNT does work better and it doesn't destroy our picks at the same time. And we got 15 left in the hopper, so let's keep at it. Oh, what's wrong, man? Are you confined to this one area that has a 3-block ceiling? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, this is terrible. Alright, that worked out pretty well. The last amount that I had filled up this tunnel that I just made, and hopefully we find a goodly amount in here. I'm not seeing anything at first glance, and that is typically a bad sign. Oh, well, look what that lava was hiding. That's why you should always block up these little lava pools that tend to no way. I was gonna say that tend to pop up here, but these two were underneath that lava pool. There's 2 more right here, so I am glad I actually went all the way to the back of this tunnel. I think we did excellent work today, citizen. What do you say we head back up and count the spoils? Oh, breathing the fresh air, seeing the base again. I'm sick of being in the dark and just seeing red for the last several days. Say that we organize the loot from the latest campaign first, and then before we actually do anything at all with the ancient debris, I believe we should start healing up the tools, just to be safe. Speaking of being safe, let's get some more coal to get all this gold smelted up. And fortunately, we have a chest that is exclusively for nether quartz and blackstone, because we did get a ton more of that. And I just took out the ancient debris that we put in the chest last time. This is kind of disheartening. If I remember correctly, I think we needed 36 total. We only need 2 more, so maybe we do go back. I don't know. Let's finish organizing things, and then we might go back and just find 2 more real quick. Even if we do go back, we're gonna need the tools to be in a bit better shape, so we'll start there. The Legionary's work is never done. Yes, you're absolutely right, farmer. Rome, like any good empire, is fueled by capitalism. Ol Reliable is almost mended back up, and then we just need a bit of work on Cleopatra's Silk. Might not get all the way there, but as long as they're not nearly broken, I think that's where we want to be. While I was doing this little guy right here kept running around, running through the area, and I think he just ran into my house, actually. I should go get some fish. I need a cat. I should officially get a cat. I know we have other things to do, but what can I say? The urge has taken me. Gotta acquire that cat. And of course, we need some fish first. Does it need to be a certain type of fish, or can I get anything? Oh wow, I got cooked cod. Even though I hit them with my sword underwater, it still cooked them? That's crazy. And can it be cooked? Does it have to be raw? That might not work out. We'll be safe. We'll grab both cooked and non-cooked, salmon and cod. So generous of you. You are not fish. Alright, let's see if Puss Puss is still there. Hello? think we missed our window, but at least now I have the fish, so next cat we see can come over and grab it, and we'll be ready that next time. Anytime you want to refresh that beetroot trade is going to be just fine by me. Maybe if I hide, then he'll do it. I'm invisible. Didn't work. Okay, I'm fresh out of patience for you. We'll do it when we get back. I'm just going to put these away and head to the nether. We just need 2 more. I really hope it's not going to take us forever to find them, but I think we'll be all right. Then we can come back and work on the netherite gear. Watch as this opens up out of my tunnel. You can see the damage I did. So that was my mining adventure, going off to all sides trying to find more, and that's what we're going to continue doing. It's just more mining. We only need 2 more, so I think we'll be in good shape. Just occurred to me, maybe it would have made sense to build an XP farm before we went off and did this, because then it wouldn't have been any trouble at all to mend up all the gear when we just rip through it like this, but it's a little too late for that. At least we'll have it for the future. Ooh, look what I spy. Please be 2. Please be 2. Let's start with the gold, clear the area out. Oh yeah, look at this. Found a single one here. Keep digging. There's 2 more right next to it. There might even be more. Let's keep going a little bit, see if there's a bit more. Okay, so 3 total. I'm happy with that. I haven't been doing this for very long since I came back down here, and we already have what we need. And 1 extra. So that's maybe a little frustrating, just having 1 extra ancient debris lying around at the base, but should make a nice presentation piece. And we are already done. I can get rid of all this garbage netherrack, and then we can head back up. Oh man, I'm gonna miss mining in dark red caves so much. I wish we could spend the whole 100 days down here just mining non-stop. You know that's sarcasm, right? I do not want to do that. Very glad we're finished. Let's grab what we have out of the chest. Nice 37. I am gonna leave 1 in there. Aren't gonna need it, but it's good to have. And let's get started on the ancient debris. Actually, we'll finish up the gold first and then move on to the ancient debris. I could just make more blast furnaces, but I'm a little bit too lazy for that. I'm also not happy that my farmer appears to be broken. It's been a full day, over a day, and he refuses to refresh beetroot trades. So just remember, you are replaceable. Maybe that'll be the encouragement he needs. All right, in with the ancient debris and out with the netherite scraps. There was also another purpose to gathering all that gold while we were in the nether, and if you haven't made netherite before, you'll see what that purpose is, but we are going to need it for a part of this process. The ancient debris is nearly done smelting. Take a good long look at Diamond Legion V, because it's not going to last for much longer. So close. Yes. I'm probably more excited about this than I should be, but I think this is pretty awesome. And the reason I said I was going to need gold earlier, the recipe to make a netherite ingot is to add your netherite scraps in 4 places on the crafting table. I'm not actually sure that it matters where. And then the rest are going to be filled with gold, which gives you your netherite ingot. And actually, now that I said that, I want to test it. If we were to do something like this. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's going to pretty much take whatever, but it has to be equal parts gold and netherite scrap, and that's what gives you these netherite ingots. And we should get 9 ingots, which is what we're looking for, and that's going to allow us to do all the upgrades that I'd like to do. And it's not the same as other types of armor, so rather than actually going and using the netherite ingots to create armor, what we have to do instead is make a smithing table with planks and iron ingot, and then we actually would put whatever gear we'd like to upgrade into the first slot and a netherite ingot into the next slot, which then gives us a netherite item. And I know this isn't the biggest deal in the world, but I get so excited when I get to this point because just look at it. Between the left and the right, not only does it look cooler, it's a bit better. It's just, I don't know. It's awesome when you get to this point. Look at that sword. Razzle Dazzle has reached new heights. All right, citizen, there's only one thing left. I've stripped down to my undergarments, and I'm going to be upgrading all the rest of my armor and gear, and then we'll take a look at all the brand new stuff. Ooh, cover me in debris. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, Scooby-Doo has reached God mode. And now the only thing left is to see my new look. Standing at 6'20", weighing in at 1 metric ton of solid man, it's Legion V sporting his brand new set of trademarked netherite armor, complete with the full legionary kit, sword, axe, shovel, pickaxe, and backup pickaxe to spare. With this upgrade, Legion V has blown past the senatorial rank and assumed the mantle of Imperator. That's right, thank you, announcer man. I am looking good from the ground up. You can probably tell I had a lot of fun with that, and I'm very happy with how we're looking now, but I did just think of something. I was actually trying to think ahead and think about what to work on next, and I'm pretty sure I'll end up needing leaves at some point, and we actually did get rid of the tree farm in the last video. Obviously, I could go around to just any old tree and start collecting leaves, but I do want to farm. And in the last video, this is where the tree farm was. Not a great spot, actually, and that was the reason I got rid of it. I wanted to make a dock instead, and I'm very happy with how this turned out, but it does mean we need to go around and find a new spot for the tree farm where we can grow more than 3 trees, which is what the last one held, because I do want to try to have at least one of each type of tree growing at each, or at all times. So that's the next immediate task. Let's make a new tree farm. But where are we going to do that? Last time it was in the water, and that's an option. I can do that. I could repurpose this island as well. Or the area behind my barn is also looking pretty good to me. I think that's actually the play. I think we clear out this area at the base of the mountain behind the barn, and we turn that into a tree farm. You know how much I love terraforming. Or at least Scooby-Doo loves terraforming. Just to be clear, I actually don't mind terraforming. I do enjoy it, in fact. I find it cathartic and fun, and I like the end result. It's just that we've done a lot of it in this hardcore series. So it's more on me for choosing a very hilly area for the base, and the fact that Scooby-Doo hungers and must be fed. Okay, I cleared out that wall because I'm not sure how much area we need to clear out here, but I do not want to do the mountain. We're just going to do call them the lowlands here. That's going to be a problem. We're going to run into this hole at some point, but that's a problem for 5 minutes from now, me. What are you doing? Why don't we align it with the house? So maybe right where the door is, we take out that area and then head off to the left. I'm curious how much space that'll give us. I don't know if it'll be enough, but we'll start there, see what we end up with, and then if I need to dig out more, we can always do that. Ruh-roh! I had to do it, sorry. I do not want to hear zombies down here when I'm trying to get more... I was about to say get more wood, but that sounds wrong. So when we're harvesting trees, I don't want to be hearing that, so let's at least light it up a little bit. Oh man, we might have to take out some of this mountain. We're running right into it, and I probably want to match that back wall, which means this is gonna be a lot. Woo! This is gonna be fun. Okay, so I've got the outline marked out. As you can see, this is going to take some time. So I think what I'm going to do is turn on an audiobook, work on this for a while, and we'll switch over to cinematic shots while I clear out all of this dirt and all of the stone that is beneath it. So I'll check in with you in just a little bit. While Past Legion is working on that, here's a few more facts about Rome for you. I shared some of these in my first 100 days, but never got around to it in the 200 days, so I'm back for more. Did you know Roman emperors had their own personal unit of soldiers called the Praetorian Guard? Their primary function was to protect the emperor and his family, and they answered only to him. At some points in history of the empire, the Praetorians played a political role such as choosing the next emperor. This was the case after Caligula kicked the bucket. It was the Praetorians that chose the next emperor, Claudius, mainly because they thought he would be able to give them a nice bonus after his ascension. Oh man, okay, the dirt is done. As you can see, I cannot fit anymore. I've been making frequent trips back to drop it off, actually. I think I need to take a break and heal up Scooby-Doo, a little bit worse for the wear, and collect all of this dirt, and then we're going to move on to this stone, which I'm hoping won't be as bad. Takes a little bit longer to mine this, but there's much, much less of it, so yeah, hopefully not as bad. Let's see. Okay, I was doing some cleanup and I saw a cat. We're going for it. I just want to love you. Yes, that only took a couple. And you're orange, so I will name you Garfield, and you will hate Mondays even though you don't have a job. Come on, Garfield, let's go back home. By the way, I tried the cooked cod. It didn't work. I did need raw salmon, so that is something that is good to know. All right, you stay in here. You are now a house cat. You're not going back outside. And I don't think Mojang created a crafting recipe for lasagna yet, so you're going to have to wait. Enough cartoon cat jokes, back to Rome. Did you know the Emperor Hadrian spent more time traveling throughout the provinces than he did in the city of Rome during his reign? This dude had the wanderlust bad. Most people remember him because of Hadrian's Wall that was built in northern England, but over the years he traveled most of the breadth of the empire in order to manage and improve its borders. Wow, this seems like animal cruelty. What are you doing to that llama? That is awful. Alright, I have to do something about this. Yeah, you are terrible. How are you getting up here? Trying to make you a prisoner because you're abusing animals. I think we are gonna get us some new friends. And I didn't even know this was possible. Like, I thought if they couldn't get close enough to the guy, the leads would break. What is going on here? You are a llama, not a yo-yo. I don't know how to break this. Okay, let's go get some lava. Lava for llamas. Well, not for llamas, for llama enthusiasts. Okay, you, even though you're invisible, you are awful. You do not deserve llamas. You're essentially abusing one beneath me right now, so we're just gonna do this so that they're not mad at me, but we are able to get rid of you so I can bring them to a safer location. Okay, don't you worry. We're gonna bring you to some better place. You and your friend. Don't worry, the bad man isn't gonna hurt you anymore. Okay, they're kind of exactly the same, so I need all of you to remember the new llamas are going on the top fence post. The ones we've had already, we got in the first 100 days, are on the bottom fence post, because those are the ones we're going to name. And by the way, about the names, I'm recording this like right after the 200-day video posted, so I'm waiting a little bit, looking at the comments, seeing what, sort of ideas we have for names, and I will still name them. It just might be a little bit further into the video because I want to give everybody a chance to put up their suggestions, see what I like, see what gets the most likes, all that sort of thing, but we are still naming those two, just waiting on the comments to come in. Here's the last Rome fact I have before this terraforming project is finished. The year 69 CE became known as the Year of the Four Emperors. This is because, like much of the Roman Empire, there was a fair amount of fighting over who got to plant their buttocks on the imperial throne. After Nero went to the Great Chariot Race in the Sky, there was a quick succession over the following 12 months of 4 emperors. First Galba, followed by Otho, who was defeated by Vitellius, who was finally defeated by Vespasian, and he was finally able to keep his grip on power long enough to create a dynasty. We're nearly done here. There's just one other thing I want to do before we start planting trees, and it's mainly around the fact that I don't want this all to just be stone or dirt or grass the entire way through. So because of that, we are going to have to clear one more level of this because I want to be able to pick out, like a block for the border, probably some glowstone throughout so that we don't have to place torches or lanterns or anything. And then we can also evenly space the trees once we have that kind of border picked out. So that's what I'm going to do today. Well, that took a while, but it is all cleared out and ready for the new design. Tomorrow anyway. I'm scared of the dark. Okay, it's morning and I brought a bunch of goodies here. I'm still not exactly sure what I want to do, but once again, we've just got a box full of stuff that we can try and see what looks good. I'm gonna try a small section and see if what I have in mind is actually going to work out for this whole area. So before I go any further, this is what I had in mind, switching between the stone brick slab and blackstone slabs with areas for glowstone and trees in between and just following that design all the way down. I thought that would look pretty cool, especially from a high vantage point. I think it's probably safe if we try to grow trees here first. Just make sure that that works, and if it does, then we can continue this design down that way and going around to the left. I don't actually know if we'll finish it now or later, but if this works, I'm going to be happy with this whole design. There's a lot going through my head as I'm testing this. For instance, do I do a certain amount of this with 4x4s for the trees that can grow in that configuration, and then at another portion I do just a single block for the trees that are going to be growing in that way. Also, how do I want this to go? Should it be like 3 dark oak, 3 spruce, 3 something else, and keep going that way, or just mix them up and make it look a little bit more interesting? Also, do I need to do single blocks at all? Can I just carry on with the 2x2 total of 4 blocks of dirt all the way through? And then if I want to grow, for instance, a tree that's only going to be on one block, obviously I can continue to do that. I don't need just a single block. So there's a lot of considerations. I'm not sure what the layout will look like overall, but I think it's a good start and it works. So maybe I'll continue this on just a bit, start growing a few more trees so we can get enough saplings to at least fill it up if we need to, and just throw caution to the wind. We're going to just continue the build and worry about it later. Turns out I don't have a lot of jungle saplings, so I'm working on that, and I'm seeing this, which does not look like a natural construction, so maybe we take a look in there real quick while we wait for the saplings to fall. I am also hearing zombies in broad daylight. It's been a while, but I think this is a jungle temple. Is that right? Oh, hey, bud. It's so funny because in the first 100 days, walking into a place like this and seeing a zombie, I'd probably just run and leave as fast as I can, whereas now it's just like, oh, that's cute. You think you can stand up to razzle dazzle. Okay, so some levers. Kind of ominous, kind of don't want to touch any of them. I'm getting a very Indiana Jones vibe. Okay, yeah. Do you see what I see? If you look down there, hole in the wall. If you look over here, tripwire. So I think I'm going to be safe if I stand off to the left and move through this. Let's see if this works. Okay. Broken? Nothing going on? Nothing working? Nothing happening? I can see redstone being activated back there, so something must be broken. I mean, I'll take it. Let's see what was supposed to happen. I don't know. Maybe it ran out of ammo. Okay, I'm seeing another one right here and here. So let's see if I step off to the left. Same thing. Nothing. Very intimidating. All right, what a wonderful find. Hooray. And then the levers were on the other side of this, so let's dig through, see what that was all about. Okay. Not sure what these were supposed to do, but they look useful, so I will take them. And again, not very helpful, but I'm still gonna take it all. I mean, come on. Well, that was fun. Let's grab a few more saplings and then we'll head back. Bloop, bloop. Let's clear a couple of these out so I can plant a jungle tree instead. Oh, great. I was trying to build it in rows going from left to right, and that was really mixing me up. And then I realized if I started at the top and just worked my way down, it's a lot easier. The pattern is a lot more recognizable, so it's going a lot faster now. Okay, so I'm noticing this enemy legion lining up over here, including what I take to be the general, and this is a challenge, right? Like, we have to take this on? Yeah, we have to take this on. Legion V. Turning the enemy on itself. Warfare 101. Now you're all alone. Don't want to mess with you. That arrow went straight through him and did no damage. When you see that, the general ran off. I did not even fight that zombie villager. Just ran away. Couldn't handle the pressure. I'm starting to think I didn't need this much area for a tree farm. Can I help you with something? You just here to steal my grass? Come on, you started this. Let's end it. The audacity. In my own home? Probably shouldn't have set him on fire. There we go. Alright. Back to it. Beautiful. This takes more coordination than you might think to actually place them in a certain order and not screw it up. And I can't tell whether I'm enjoying myself or not. Okay, it took all day, but I did complete this section of it, and I realized I haven't once looked at it from bird's eye view, so before we wrap up the day, I'm going to do that. Go up top, see how it looks from up there. As long as no mobs spawn up here. Ooh, very cool. That is a cool design. I love how that looks. You might not be able to see all of it once I start planting a bunch of trees in there, but I think that's very cool. Once again, though, I don't know that we're going to need all that space. I don't know if I want to fill all of this area, or maybe we extend the barn for additional, horses or whatever it might be. So for the time being, I say we leave that area right there as it is, blank, maybe light it up a little bit, but then use all of this for the tree farm. And I think that will be plenty of space. All right, now that we officially have space for a tree farm, you may notice we need some trees. And one thing I will say is I haven't spent a lot of time organizing my tree slash wood chest. Basically just a mix of all the different things that I have right now. So before I go out and start planting trees, I want to get more dedicated chests for this and organize it a bit better. Then we can go out and start trying to max out on some of these items. And I think it's actually time to move this wall back a little bit, which means I am going to have to move my incinerator, but I need more room for chests, unless I do want to go 3 high. That's an option. Nah, you know what? For now, let's just do one side. I don't care if it's not totally even. I'm going to come back and change it anyway in a bit. So for now, let's just do this side. Okay, so here's my idea. The original chest, this is just random wood things that we built and never used. And then I created 4 more down here. Got 1 for saplings, and I have a lot in my shulker box, so there's not a whole lot in here just yet. 1 for the logs that we're going to use to fill this up. 1 for planks, that will probably have a lot more when I empty out some chests, and 1 for slabs. So that should make me feel a lot better and more organized. You know what, I really should have planted some of these before I went organizing, because then maybe some would have grown, but doesn't really matter, too late for that now. And seeing that we already have dark oak here, we may as well start with that. And I only have 7 jungle saplings. That's going to bother me. I'm going to have to go collect a few more. Luckily, they're pretty nearby, but actually, yeah, let's do that before the sun goes down. Should be easy enough to just sit on the top of a couple of these and grab the saplings. All right, I got 12 and I happy. There we go, all set, so we can just let it grow and reap the rewards. As these start to grow, I am going to start to harvest a bit, mainly because I want to stock up on leaves, but I'll have to be selective about that because I need some of the saplings, and also to fill up some of those wood chests that we just created. And I think I'm good on oak, so we can start with that. Jungle, we are going to need the saplings. So I'm wondering, because they do, you know, you have dark oak leaves and oak leaves, do they look any different at all? So dark oak and oak. Yeah, they look exactly the same. Why are they classified as different things? I guess because they can give you different types of saplings. Also, spruce grows so fast. Like, I just put these here, I don't know, 5 minutes ago. Most of them are already grown. All right, so I was able to fill a bit back in, and I am pretty good on most of these for now. I don't foresee myself needing more in the near future, but we do have that whole area now if we do need to restock. Specifically for leaves, because I'm trying to plan for one of the future farms, and I may need to use leaves, I'm just not sure yet. So if we do, we are definitely all set. I want to take one more look up here now that those are all grown. Yeah, very cool. Especially when it's not fully grown in the center, you could still see the design beneath all of this, and yeah, I don't know. I just really like it. I think it's a nice addition. I also noticed that these are fully grown, so while we're here, the farmer pleb must feed. Ah, good morning, citizen. So I did some thinking, and I'm about 90% sure that the farm that I'm thinking of will use leaves. That's the version of it that I'd like to do. It's going to be one of most likely 2 farms that I'm building in this video, and the first one I want to tackle is an XP farm. That's the one I'm thinking will need the leaves, and I really am not sure how many I'm going to need, so I think what we do is just harvest all the leaves off of 6 of these mega spruce trees, and that should hopefully be enough. Or maybe we just do enough to break these shears, because I already broke my first pair, and there goes my backup pair. So maybe that'll be enough. Yeah, I mean, I almost got 4 stacks. One would think that's going to be enough. And if not, I think I know a place where we can get more. I also kind of forgot about the new additions to the barn since the beginning of the movie, so let's do a little bit of work on that. I did it again. I got wheat out for the pigs. The sheep, however, will take the wheat. I'd say after this one, they're going to be just as overflowing as the cows. Space issue? I don't see a space issue. Yeah, that's starting to look much better, except for you. You're still pretty small. I'm going to come back. We'll continue to work. Also, am I the only one that thinks that really just looks like a chicken with its tongue sticking out? Because that's what I always imagine when I look at them. I don't think that's the intention, but it definitely just looks like it's sticking its tongue out at me. Alrighty, so now that we're looking pretty good on trees and we started filling up the barn a little bit, I'm gonna step aside from all of that stuff for a little bit so we can begin to work on the first farm of this video. And for this, we're going to need to go to the end. So I want to make sure we do not need to come back for additional items or building blocks or anything. So we're going to fill up a couple shulkers with everything I think we're going to need. And hopefully that means we can do this in one trip. We're going to need a lot of building blocks. And of course, we can't do basic stone. Got to make that all into stone brick. Actually, that area we just cleared for the tree farm is coming in handy. We can repurpose all that stuff that we just spent a bunch of time mining out. Actually, I'm gonna need a lot of carpets, I believe. So we need to pay our sheep a visit. Keep getting more. Okay, excuse me. I need to borrow some of this. Thank you very much. Free haircuts. Who's left? Who's not naked? There we go. It is so loud in there. We might actually need more than that. And okay, good. I do have a little bit more. Might be a little bit short on the carpet, so I might have to get creative. Does this work? It does. So I'm kind of stuck here. Even with all the shearing I just did and getting a little bit creative with the moss, I think I'm a bit short on carpet. So I'm kind of stuck until these sheep decide that they want to grow their fur back. Or their wool. It's probably not considered fur. Ooh, they're actually starting to. Thank you. Look at all this. Very nice. It's like a mosh pit. A fuzzy mosh pit. This one probably wouldn't be too bad. You grow your wool back very quickly. Alright, I think we're done. Let me out. Let me out. Whew. Yeah, I did not think it would be ready that quickly. Okay, so that should do it. I think we've got everything we need here, along with some building blocks and temporary blocks. And just to be safe, I'm going to grab the last of my fireworks. And yeah, I think we're ready. So we can grab these and head over to the stronghold and the end portal. I don't think we've been over there since we got the elytra, so this is going to be tons easier. We would typically have to grab one of the boats and row all the way across the ocean, but now we can just fly. Of course, we're going to see our friend out here, our trader and 2 llamas, because they refuse to despawn. There they are. Having fun, guys? Past the creeper farm. Past the Guardian Temple. Oh no! I should not have flown that close. And it's around here somewhere. Maybe I should have written down the coordinates. I know it's right on the shore somewhere. There it is. Yeah, wonderful. We got 3.5 minutes of mining fatigue and I didn't bring any milk. Alright, here we are. So this will probably end up being the farthest away item farm or any type of farm that we're going to be building because we do have to fly across the ocean, get to the end portal, and jump through any time that we're going to want to use this one. So, hello. Now that we're here, I can explain a little bit about what I'm planning on doing and what I was thinking. Because I think I did mention earlier, I actually had 2 different thoughts on how I wanted to do this. And in case you haven't guessed, it is an Enderman / XP farm that we're going to be building. And I had 2 options in my mind. And 2 ways that this could be done. One is to actually build it right in the center of the end island where the Enderman would fall from up there, right beneath this end portal. And the tricky bit with that is it does mean you have to spawn proof the entire end island. And you could do that with buttons or glass or, you know, things like that. But basically where I had seen that one and where I got that idea was from a Pain Domination video where he actually took buckets of water and spawn proofed the entire end island by flooding it. Really cool video if you haven't seen that, and I really like the idea. It's just I don't really have enough patience for that. So instead, I was thinking about doing a farm that branches off the side of the end island, so it basically is just making it so no Endermen are spawning here. They're going to favor where we are out off to the side. And we need leaves or glass or things like that to go out so that it prevents them from spawning on that, essentially. That one works out well for us, actually, because my spawn point for the end is off to the side already. So we can have one path leading off to the end island and another path back here leading over to our XP farm or Enderman farm. So with that in mind, let's grab some leaves and glass and get started building this pathway out to the farm. Alright, so we're going to build 128 blocks out in this direction, which turns out to be 2 stacks of leaves. I hate this so much, I'm afraid of heights. Yep, that is a long way from the island. And now, because I'm a coward, and because this pathway freaks me out, I am going to build a 3 block wide instead of a 1 block wide by adding glass to the sides of this. It's not necessary, but it's going to make me feel better. And yes, I could have used all leaves or all glass, but doesn't this look just a little bit nicer? Mixing it up a little bit. And now back the other way. Mixed it up a little bit here. I've got 32 on each side with red stained glass because that's what I happen to have in my chest. And again, why not mix it up a little bit? It's almost like a warning if I'm flying in on my elytra where the red is. Slow down, you're almost there. Whew, okay, made it. This could mesmerize me so easily. Look at this as I'm running and just looking at that background. Whoa. It's a good thing the red is here so I notice, hey, stop running. You're about to run off into the end. Or not the end, the void. The endless void. Alright, so now that we've got the pathway laid out, I'm going to place my shulkers to get at my materials and start on the main portion of this build. I think for this part I will switch to cinematic because I think that's going to look really cool with this background and all these shaders on. It just looks so awesome here, so enjoy the following shots of this build. This is another one of my favorite types of farms. Simple and elegant. I began at the base level by creating a 9x9 platform with a 3x3 hole in the middle. This would be the area where Endermen would fall with the explicit purpose of donating XP to me. I placed hoppers in this area to collect their Ender Pearl drops just in case I needed hundreds of these in the future for any reason. I also covered the hoppers with carpets to make sure XP orbs wouldn't get stuck. From there, I began to build up, adding a platform 3 blocks above the base to ensure the Endermen wouldn't be able to leave the drop zone. I also covered this area with carpets to ensure they wouldn't be able to teleport onto this platform. From there, it was pretty straightforward, building up a ring every 3 blocks to guide Endermen down on their drop, 13 of these total. On the final ring, I added one more level and then began building out the spawn platform. As you can tell, once I started building this area, the Endermen eagerly started spawning in, asking me if they could help in any way. I told them I was good for now, but did need to take a quick break before I could finish. So believe it or not, I messed up a couple times. And I'm not gonna have enough. I decided to try to water bucket down from there when I needed to come down rather than using my elytra, and that took out a bunch of the carpet that I worked so hard to make and bring here. And of course, it floated down into the void, so we are going to have to go back, get more carpet, and fix the area that I destroyed in my carelessness. Alright, don't worry, XP. I'll be right back to finish you up. Alright, come on, hole in one, hole in one. Ah. Alright, time for more public nudity. Thank you, thank you. Hey, look at that. One of them followed me home. You were supposed to stay with your friends. Okay, so I got a good amount from that. I want a bit more. I just want to be safe. Let's do it one more time. Is there a way to craft Rogaine for these sheep? Quit shoving! This is madness. Okay, I need to get out of here. Ooh. That was rough. Okay, we should be good with that. Alright, let's head back and finish up. Okay, I hate this part because essentially we have to try to spawn in an endermite, name it very quickly, and then push the minecart over to catch the endermite, all basically in one movement. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna mess it up, but gonna give it the best shot I've got. Also, do you like the name that I chose for the endermite? I really hope one spawns before I run out and I have to go get a bunch more. Alright, 2 left. 1 left. Alright, and it didn't work. We get to go try to get some more before we can keep going. Wonderful. That was a little too close for comfort. Let's put this back on and just hope that we don't fall. Actually, why am I doing this up here? I could just go to the bottom and take out all the ones that are already down there. Ooh, I almost jumped off. I need to put my elytra back on. Think before you leap. Oh no. There's one there and it doesn't look happy with me. Yeah, look at all these. Wow. That is nuts. Yeah, something tells me this is going to be enough. I don't know why I didn't just do that to start. And I will take these, thank you. Don't really want you here. Why don't you just go ahead and head down that way? Thank you. Alright. Back to the top. And perfect landing. Yes. Oh, I didn't want to do that. All right, back to seeing if we can get this to work. There we go, finally. Hey, actually did it. Look at that. Ow. Ooh, they are angry. Yes, I think it worked. Okay, I think we're done. We just got to get rid of this and then go down and make sure it's working. That looks so precarious, just balanced there, but supposedly it's going to stay in place, but we'll see. All right, let's go take a look. Whoa, they are angry at me for some reason. Excuse me. Wow. I'm probably going to turn the volume down here because it is so loud. But anyway, while we're here, we may as well heal up the tools. That is insane. Look at all the XP. That is so cool. And by the way, this is the first XP farm I have ever built, so, oh man, can't even see anything. There we go. First I've ever built, and I am happy with how this turned out. Look at all of that. It just insta-heals everything. And by the way, I varied on this farm a little bit. I put a chest here instead of basically an automated way to just dump all of these pearls into the void. I, have my own manual way where I could just throw them over the edge if I want to. And of course that's not working, but yeah, essentially if I need to, I can get rid of them or store them in here. But once that overflows, I think we'll be good on ender pearls for forever at least. Yeah, this is just incredible how much XP it gives you and how quickly these things spawn. It is nuts. I'm not sure how these guys keep getting out here though. They're not supposed to be able to spawn or I think even TP onto leaves or glass, but maybe I was wrong. It's not like it matters. This thing is working perfectly. And yeah, like I said, anytime we have tools or armor or anything that needs mending, this is going to be very easy to do that, and we're never going to be short on ender pearls ever again. Alright fellas, so this has been amusing, but I think I'm going to just let you hang out in here for a while, and I'm sure I'll be back at some point. Maybe just order a pizza or something when I'm gone, but enjoy yourselves. Let's take one last look at this bad boy and then head on back. It's so simple how it's set up, but it works so well, and I love it. Awesome. Very happy with that. Let's head on back and take on the next task. And speaking of next tasks, Garfield and I got an idea actually from all of you, citizens. I wanted to say thanks so much for all the comments. I've been reading everything on the first couple of videos from some of the questions that I had asked in those videos. And I got some tips on how to fix my nether portal, so thank you very much to everybody who's been posting those. I'm going to give that a shot next. We're going to see if we can fix how my nether portal that's here at the base links up with one underground when I come back. So we're going to give that a shot, see if we can get it fixed. And we have a lovely rainy day to do it. Essentially, the tips that I got were related to the coordinates of the overworld portal and where that falls once we're in the nether. So I'm going to note down the coordinates here and basically use a calculator online to see where that should be in the nether. And if they don't match up, we're going to tear it down and restart it in the nether. And I should actually bring a flint and steel if we're going to do that. I am going to bring some extra obsidian too, just because I like to be safe. All right, let's give this the old college try. Okay, checked the coordinates. It's close, but they don't match exactly. So first, let's find where the new portal is gonna go, and then I will tear this one down. Yeah, I think that's probably what we want to do. It's gonna be right over there somewhere, so really not too bad. There's the original one. The new one should go right around there. I think I have a stairway leading down there. Yeah. And apparently the Y level doesn't matter, and I hope that's true because it's currently up there. We're down here. You know what? Should I build up? Maybe it does matter. I mean, it won't take me that long. I may as well just build a platform so it matches the correct Y level. Just get a bunch of these trash blocks and use these. I just want to build it out a little bit, make it a bit safer over here, but as you can see, it's really not that different. There's the original portal, here's where the new one is supposed to go. So this will be wild if it works. Such a small change, and it really was not close to my overworld portal. And just to be safe, in case we come running out of here, let's make a little wall. All right, moment of truth. Let's tear this one down and move it to the new spot. There she goes. And that's how I got stuck in the nether. I really hope not. Okay, make it in the new spot. There we go. New nether portal. Again, did not move that far. Okay, I need everybody in the Legion to cross their fingers. I really want this to work. And here we go. No way! Look at that! It worked like a charm. We came right back out in the base. That is so crazy, how moving it just that little bit, and just in case you haven't seen it, I'll show you. Over there in the ocean is where it used to come out. It goes all the way down to a cave, way down there. There's a big staircase, and just that small move made this work, so we actually come out at the base. That is incredible. Thank you so much again to everybody that left those comments and kind of showed me how to do this. I really appreciate it. That is so awesome. So I'm very happy that the nether portal is now fixed, and that'll come in handy because the next farm I'm going to make will be in the nether. But before we get to that, I'm getting hit by the wanderlust a little bit, so I think we're going to go back out exploring, see if we can find any new friends to bring back to the barn area. And in particular, I really want some axolotl. I think that would be a great addition over here to the little pond that we have with the tropical fish, but we could also add the axolotl in here, make it a little bit nicer, make it a little bit more diverse. So that's the plan today. We're going to go just basically fly out and explore some new areas, see if we can find any of those to bring home, or who knows, really anything that I find that I haven't been able to collect yet. All right, so let's do it. I think this time I'm actually going to head back in the direction of spawn. I believe the best bet for axolotl is to try and find an azalea tree, which means that there should be lush caves below somewhere, and I think that's where they spawn. So that's kind of the idea right now. I'm just seeing if I can spot any azalea. Kind of difficult when you're moving this quickly over everything to differentiate between the various trees, but I'm doing my best. Ooh, bees. I don't know. We got burned last time I tried to follow one of you around. Is there actually a beehive? Because if I don't see one, I am not playing this game again. Okay, 2 of you. Yep, there is. Okay. So that's one opportunity. We can at least grab another beehive while we're out. There are a lot of bees. Is there more than one beehive? And you're hovering around here. Oop, there it is. So there are a couple. This is nice. So we can grab at least 2 bees' nests while we're out. Let's mark them out just so we don't lose them. At least these bees aren't just teasing me like the other ones did, and this is like actually they have a legit home nearby. Okay, 2 of them just went in. I thought there was a third. Maybe there was another nest over there somewhere. Okay, let's at least grab the ones that we have here. I actually don't know if I need to do that with Silk Touch or not, but I'm not willing to risk it. And number 2. Oh, what is that? Total bee location? That's the 3rd one I got. Is that something for getting more than one? I'm trying to talk here, spider. Whoa! Just looking for more bees' nests. Yeah, so hopefully you're not going to just be in my inventory for hundreds of days. I do want to make a bee farm eventually. I'm just not sure when. Razzle Dazzle is just cutting through these mobs like butter. Except when that happens. You blocked me, bro. Excuse me. Trying to collect flowers here. Ooh, we just got a music disc and I wasn't even trying to. Alright, what do you got for me? Do you mind? I'm trying to loot here. Some people have no class. Clearly busy and all these fans just keep interrupting me. No autographs. Okay, let's try this again. Lots of pants. Look at that. Don't have to go shopping now. Don't really want any of the other stuff, but I may as well take this. Who is cutting onions? Haven't gotten that one yet. I think they might have hit me once or twice when I was in that fight. Alright, onward and upwards. May as well check in with the provincials while we're out here. Greetings, citizens. What news from the borders? Oh yeah? Okay. Okay, you like turtles, huh? That's very interesting and helpful. Appreciate it. I will take your bell. Well within my rights to do so. I am Imperator around here, so not a problem. Well, that's a beautiful burgeoning community, but not a whole lot for us, so I say we move on. I keep stopping for these. I just want to make sure I have one of each kind, just to make sure if I ever need to make new types of dyes, it won't be a problem, because I've got all these different types of flowers. Okay, we found more bees. I don't know if I'm willing to wait to grab more. I mean, this makes 3. I think that'll be... Okay, I mean, just went in there, so I'm gonna take it. I thought I had to wait till night. Guess not. I'm pretty sure that bee was like, no, please take me. I hate it here. And I am willing to help. I'm also out of space. Let's see what we can do about that. All right, there we go. Hey, so I might have taken your nest. I'm really sorry about that, but I'm sure you're gonna be fine. I should keep an eye on my rockets. We are a long way away from the base right now. Oh, I must have gone in a circle. I just made it right back to this portal that we've been to before. What are these? Oh, that looked very weird from this side. Look at that. That's, I don't know what I thought these were, but you know I gotta take them. Hey, good timing. It's about to turn to night, and I see that your nest is right there. There's one more for us. I didn't intend for this to be the, bee expedition that it's turned into, but I'm not going to pass them up if we see them. It's just I'm not finding anything else. We've gone thousands of blocks. Maybe we stop and at least check a cave or two while we're out here, especially something like this that just goes straight down. That way, at least we tried. Ow, ow. This goes down in a couple directions too. Pretty ominous. Ooh, actually I think this is what we want. Like a lush cave, I think that's what it's called. But we need to find water. I will take you, thank you. That's not very helpful. It's like one small spot and there's no water around, but maybe there's more in here somewhere. Ooh, this is looking better. This looks like a treasure trove. We need our buckets. Yes, yes, yes. Come here, friend. Oh no. How do you pick them up? Okay, let's light the area up. Get this figured out. It's right next to a geode too. That's awesome. Okay, rude. Okay, we need to figure out how to pick these dudes up. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. You're kidding me, man. I'm just trying to get some friends. Okay, you want to come back with me too, don't you? Yes! I saw a third somewhere. There you are. Oh no! Yes! All the exploring finally paid off. And I'm going to mark these coordinates because this is awesome. Lush Cave. There's another one. And right next to a geode, so this is pretty good. I'm just going to get as many as I can. Any more friends want to come back with me? Also, while we're here, can't let this go to waste. Alright, I'm going to leave some. I'm not taking it all, but got a decent amount. Also, what is this? Calcite. Don't know if I have that yet. Let's grab some. And smooth basalt? There's a lot of good stuff right here. Okay, before I leave, I have one empty bucket left. Sure nobody wants to join our merry band? Oh well, I wrote down the coordinates so we can come back and check again if we need to, but I am very happy we got us 4 new friends. Now, how do I get out of here? That looks friendly. Let's see if we can thin the herd. Okay, let's just try to move up and out. Hey, look at that, it worked. And let's light up the entrance. In case we come back, we should be able to see these so we know how to get back in. Alright, it's time to make the several thousand block journey back to our base. If I can remember which way that is. I think it's this way. This is looking pretty familiar. Quick break, I just spotted more loot. That's pretty cool. Little underground one. Sorry, raw copper, but I think I prefer a golden apple. And yes, of course, I'll take more gold. Thank you very much. Onward. Okay, I spotted a bunch of bamboo. And I have to check. Are there any pandas around here? Really? Nothing? This stuff is everywhere. Excuse me, sir. You wouldn't happen to be a panda, would you? Okay, citizen, I have a riddle for you. What's black, white, and fluffy and wants to come home with me? They do. Okay, I think this is as easy as giving them bamboo. I hope it's that easy. Hey there. Oh, that's nice, yeah. Are they tamed? No, not yet. Is this how you tame them? I'm gonna run out. These are some hungry boys. Okay, we better grab some more. I've never tamed a panda. I don't know how this works. Are you both just super hungry or what's going on? I keep seeing the hearts. What is going on here? Is this not how you do it? Or are they already tamed? Or can you tame them? Hold on, let me get my leads. And I cannot put them on leads. Hey, come back, buddy. Come on. Okay, so I guess you can't... Oh, Wow. All right. I don't think you can tame them. You can, you know, befriend them and maybe they follow you, but okay. We gotta just make an enclosure for them, I guess. Maybe we can get a boat eventually. I don't know, but okay, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, come over this way. Just gonna keep them here for now. I think I could come back with boats maybe, and then we can use that to get them back to our base. Go on. It's not forever. It's temporary. This overly full inventory isn't helping. No, go back in. There we go. Okay. So you stay in there. I promise I will be back for you. Oh, we gotta leave them food. That wouldn't be very nice. Okay, move over. There we go. You got some food? I am gonna come back. Don't you worry, I'll be back for you. All right, so we need to get back home, drop off all this inventory, and then come back for them. It looks like they are kind of near to water. I think we should be able to use that to put them in a boat and bring them back toward our base. I don't think we're too far, because I think that's our village that is right behind the base, and that's maybe 700 blocks or so away. Shouldn't be terrible, but we'll figure it out. And actually, first we should build an enclosure for them, so we don't have to worry about it once we get them. Actually, are they going to despawn out there? I hope not. Okay, so priorities. We need to clean up this mess, everything that's in the shulker box, and then build an area for the pandas so that we can go back out there and find a way to bring them home. We're going to keep them in here temporarily. I will eventually add them out there. I just want to finish up this whole panda business before we do. I think I'll do something kind of temporary for the pandas. So nothing too crazy just yet. Most likely just some fences and some bamboo. I just want to make sure we can get them to the base before we do anything nuts. Okay, let's see. I was thinking a natural spot would be near the other bamboo over here, but there's also that empty area by the barn. I really want to do it over here, especially since it's in a jungle biome, but there's no space. We'd have to terraform again. I don't know. Is it worth it? That's not a lot of space. That won't take long. I could fill that in with dirt pretty easily, or even just clear this back area out and make that into the panda enclosure. All right, citizen, let's do it. Okay, so let's just bring it down one level so that it's the same as this level, and then fill in a little bit here just to make it consistent. Yeah, something like this should work. Okay, I was just about to tell you what I've been working on, so let's just do that. I'll step back a minute. Did a little bit of terraforming. This is going to be the new area for the pandas once I finish, but I was going to show you, I left this pool here because I thought it was a nice touch. I didn't know that it was an iron golem trap, however. I mean, they seem happy enough down there. I say we leave them. Just enjoy the water, I guess. Maybe they were hot. Who knows? But anyway, yeah, something simple is what I had in mind. So let's just build out a border with the fence. There we go. Plenty of space for our big, beautiful boys once we get them over here. I have the glowstone. I don't really need this, but I'm going to do it anyway. And the last bit, I need to borrow some of that. Thank you. And this will make it just like home. And I just realized something. They're probably not going to fit through a single fence gate, are they? Eh, whatever. We'll figure it out when we get back. Let's clear out the inventory one more time, and then we'll start the trek back over. Okay, yeah, nice and subtle. I like that. I think that'll look good once it's all built up and full of pandas. And we got a new friend in there. Hey, bud. I just had a thought. Did we ever tame the new llamas? I don't think we did. So they probably are going to despawn if we don't do that. I am really glad I remembered that. There we go. Now you're good. Whoa now, whoa now. Easy there. We got a feisty one. Don't want to be friends, huh? There we go. I knew you wanted to be friends. Okay, now they shouldn't despawn. Should be good. Alright, I think it's time to head over and get the pandas. I think I have everything that we're gonna need. I still want to try the leads again. I don't understand why we can't use that, but I guess I also don't know that boats are gonna work, so we're gonna get over there and just hope for the best, I suppose. And now let's see if we can actually find them again. Oh, no way, now they're just everywhere. Okay, so I kind of trapped some of you, and I feel bad about that. You're closer, though. There's also one of the trees we were looking for while we were out. This is not far from the base. I just missed that one. Wonderful. Okay, I'm getting all mixed up, but I do want to grab a little bit of this. I am too easily distracted. Let's see if you will go in boats. You will. Wow. You are taking up all that space. Why are you not going in? There we go. Am I going to be able to fit in there? You're kind of spilling over the edges a little bit there, friend. Okay, how are we going to do this? So we're close to the river. Heading that way is back to base. So let's mark where we are and we'll try to get one back. And then don't worry, I'll go back and free the pandas that we trapped over there somewhere if we are able to get these back to the base. Okay, somehow I fit. And we're going to see how this goes. Oh, you turned sideways and you're just kind of hanging over the sides. That makes perfect sense. Ooh. Ooh. This does not feel safe. Don't worry, I promise I know what I'm doing. Ooh. 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 I did not mean to do that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I was trying to break the sleeve. If I give you bamboo, will you forgive me? Now I'm afraid to get back in. Alright, let's just go for it. Hey, that could have been worse. Alright, let's head on back. Just throwing a panda down the stream. Normal stuff. I was pretty sure this all connected, but now I'm not so sure. Did I miss a turn somewhere? Yeah, that was all dead end, so I'm going the other direction now. Maybe this is the way back? Okay, there we go. That's a good sign. Okay, it took a while, but we're nearly there. And that's going to be one down, one to go. I think this will be the easiest spot to bring them over to the fence or fences. New problem, how am I going to break that without hitting you? Okay, I'm really sorry if I mess this up. This is so precarious. Seriously, how do I do this? He's taking up the entire boat. Can I do it while I'm in the boat? Oh, I can't do it while I'm in the boat. Ooh, got him to stand up. Yes, that did the trick. Okay, I feel really bad. I think I hit him like twice on the way over here. Now he's just eating bamboo in the water, like pandas do. I do need you to finish though, buddy, because I want to get you to safety. Come on. Come on. You need to push? You are being intentionally difficult. There we go. Okay, come on. I will be glad to be done with this project. It is not easy. Maybe we'll name you Sonic because you are a fast one. Okay, can you fit your big old butt cheeks through there? You cannot. Okay. How about here? There we go. Okay. You can have some of this. Good job. Sorry about the rough trip, but we both made it. I will go back for your friend tomorrow. It is morning. Let's head on back and bring number 2 back to the base. Oh, great. So I saw more pandas and now there's parrots that I want. Ooh, wait. I think I actually brought some seeds. Yes. You want to be friends? Wow, 1. You usually take forever. Seriously? They both took 1. I've gone through an entire pile of these things before, and nothing. Well, look at that. We are just getting friend after friend. Hey, where'd he go? Okay, but task at hand. So we apparently tamed those. They should follow us. Where's the other panda? I did also see this nearby, so I was going to say release the prisoners, but you're not prisoners. You're my best friends. And you are now free. Or at least the baby is. You probably can't fit through there, can you? There we go. Sorry, but I found replacements, so you can all just... Whoa. Alright, anyway, yeah, you're free to go. Ow. Gonna head back and figure out where we left the other one in a boat. Should be this way. Okay, this is a pain, and I can't see anything. There you are. And look at what else I see over here. Not opposed to bringing 3 home. Yeah, this is more like it. Little glutton. Yeah, half a stack. Let's hope it's worth it. Let's also hope that they all follow me back home. They're kind of just around. Okay, same deal as last time. And I definitely still know what I'm doing. Alright, we are going for it once again. This time with parrots, though. All right, perfect. What a strange look, strange situation to be in. Panda in the back of the boat, a couple parrots following us, one on my shoulder, just carrying my golden carrot and Toad of Undying. What a just wild setup. Only in Minecraft. Okay, let's use the same trick as before. You sit up. Okay, come on. Other way. Same slow walk over, but the bad news is I don't know what happened to all of my parrots. Looks like I've got one on my shoulder, but I had 3, and I don't know what happened to them or if they were able to keep up. I'm not sure. Could always head back over at some point and get a few more. Alright, so close. Here we go. Couple of good big old boys. That was an exciting adventure, but we made it, and we've got a new happy family here living at the base with us now. Another success for Rome. I'm sure nothing's gonna happen while I'm out of the house, right? You know, we got this guy. No crazy adventures gonna happen between you two while I'm gone. And all the panda excitement, I kind of forgot. We still have those axolotl just sitting in a chest over here. There you are. Definitely getting very active. I mean, we just got the parrot, the cat. We got some pandas over there. We've already got an infestation of these big blocky dudes. And then with the pandas and the tropical fish that we already got previously, we are now going to have some axolotl as well. You know what I just thought? Don't axolotl eat fish? Is that going to be a problem, putting them in the same place? Now I'm thinking this isn't the best idea. Maybe we don't put them there because they're probably just going to eat all of the tropical fish we spent, you know, not a lot of time, but some time gathering and putting in there. So now we need a new place just for the axolotl. Actually, I do have an idea. Earlier I asked about ideas for the second level of my house, and we've already got a glass floor. What about a centerpiece up here, like a fish tank? Except in this case, it's going to be an axolotl tank, just kind of leading up. It could even lead all the way up to the top and have a space for them to swim around in there. Okay, I like that idea. We're going with it. I need to think this through and see what it's going to look like. Let's grab some material. Ooh, I am low on glass. I think I know some plebs that can help me out with that. Alright, thank you so much. Very helpful. And yes, I could smelt all of that sand, but this is super easy, and why not take advantage of it? That should be enough. I kind of want to use some blocks that I haven't used on any of the other builds. Does any of this stuff go in the stone cutter? No, it does not. What about in here? No. Make this a little fancier now since we're, well, you know, I don't want to brag, but we're kind of Minecraft rich now. How do I want to do this? I've never used copper before, but figure that might be a nice touch. I was planning on just making this actually on the ground where the glass is, but then I had an idea once I got up here. I didn't necessarily want to remove all of my walking space that was available, so why not lift it up so I could still walk through here if I need to, and build it up in this sort of area that there's really no reason to not fill that space. So I'm hoping it'll be functional and look very nice. It also might be cool if it's almost like a dome rather than just a square fish tank. But we are running out of room very quickly with this. Let's do that up a couple levels. Let's throw some of this down because I think it looks cool. And maybe one more level. And yes, I agree with you. It is going to be a massive pain to fill this thing entirely with water. This is very cool though, that it goes all the way to my ceiling, or to the skylight that's all the way at the top of my house. So for now, I'm going to leave this open so we have the ability to at least begin to fill it with water before we do anything else. And actually, the whole thing doesn't need to be filled. I could fill it just in this bottom part, really. Should also light it up, just in case somehow mobs can start spawning up here. Actually, they wouldn't be able to because of the glass, unless they could spawn on the sandstone, but doesn't matter. I'm gonna be safe. Actually, we could probably fill this just by using 2 buckets of water. So let's grab one more and then we can work on that a little bit. Okay, I like the design. I think I'm happy there. Let's fill it with water, see what it looks like after that. So let's do this, that. Should have an infinite source. Yes, we do. And now this really shouldn't be too bad. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. And one more time. Got the bottom part done. Let's do one more level just to give them a bit more space. Wait a minute. What did I do wrong? Oh, I was supposed to fill it in here. All right, I think that does it. So there's a couple blocks that aren't filled with water, but enough that they should have space, enough to swim around and survive in there. So I think we'll be all good. All right. The time has come, my children. Please don't escape before I can close this up. Hey, look at that. They love it. Oh, that is so awesome. Yes, I did do a fantastic job on your home. Thank you very much for noticing. So thoughtful. Oh, so cool. Look at that. Once again, I really hope I built this with the right conditions. Like they have what they need to survive in there, because I really have no idea. But I love that. I think that is so cool. Let's go downstairs and check it out. Okay, lots of layers of glass to get through in order to see them, but you can at least. You can see them swimming around up there. Man, looking at this, like, this is way beyond this video, but looking at this now, I really like how it's a centerpiece for the house. Eventually, this could even go maybe all the way down to the first level, or we could even build this into the walls, or you know what I mean? Like, it could just be around more of the house so that they could swim through little glass tunnels and go all around the house. I think that would be awesome. For now, I'm very pleased with this. I'm happy how it turned out. I'm glad we got the axolotl when we went looking for, days to actually find them. And yeah, overall, very pleased. And now, just like every build, it's time to clean up. Okay, cleanup done. There is one more thing I want to do real quick. I mean, we have to go up there and see what it looks like from the roof, right? Gently, gently. There we go. Yeah, look at that. You can see all the way down into my home. With some happy axolotl. I don't know who this is for necessarily. Maybe if, Dracula is up here or something, he could take a look down there. So I think we'll start on some new things tomorrow. The rest of today, I'm going to clean up the farms, do a little bit of this. Probably check on the iron farm as well. That is most likely overflowing by now. But, you got to take care of the chores every once in a while. There we go. Look at that. I was always the most responsible legionary. In my cohort, anyway. Let's take a look at the iron farm. Yep, I would say it's probably full. Let's even look at the hoppers behind there. Whoops. Okay, yeah, they are full, if not filling up. So let's try to transport some of this out. There we go. So at least now the villagers and these old boys can continue the good work. You know what? Since I have so much and I'm feeling so magnanimous, you can have a little bit. There you go, buddy. I hope you're feeling better. The words you're looking for are thank and you. Unbelievable. Why do I try? Let's make these a bit more compact. Much better. Iron for days. Good morning, Garfield. And you might notice he's not actually named that, like with a name tag. And speaking of that, it's day 256. We still haven't named the llamas. There's a couple other things I do need to name around here. Let's work on that a little bit today. I do have some name tags in one of my chests, but let's get some extra just to be safe. You want 15. Hey, 10. There we go. Not too bad. Okay, and there were 4 in the chest, so we have 10 name tags total. I think what we're going to do now is we will take 4 of them because I have 2 things that I have in mind, and then we are finally going to get around to naming the llamas. I spent some time watching the comments, seeing what, got a lot of likes and what I thought would be good for the 2 original llamas over there. So in a second, I will reveal what we're going to be naming them. But first up, you are officially going to get your name. You're so lucky, Garfield the cat. You get your name first. Next up is the pandas. I'm not going to name all of them, but when I was bringing them over, I thought of a name that I feel is pretty fitting for these big old boys over here. And look at that. We all grew up. Are you out of the fence? What is happening with you? Oh man. No, you're still in there, I think. So which one of you gets a name? Because I'm only going to name one of you right now. It might be this psycho over here that's just rolling against the fence. Okay, yeah, you're giving me derpy vibes, so I think it's going to be you. Let's see if we can't get you unstuck, though, first. Okay, yeah, he escaped somehow. I just removed the fence, but get back in here. You are insane. Okay, so I think we're all good. And you are the weirdo that got yourself stuck. And you are the one getting the name, so welcome to Rome, Lunchbox. Tell me he doesn't look like a lunchbox. That's a very fitting name. You're trying to get out again, aren't you? Am I going to have to make the fence taller? Well, in any event, that's the only one we're naming right now. I'm going to leave these two. Let me know if you think of anything fitting. I'm happy to take more suggestions from the comments. I can name them in the next video, but for now, we're just going to leave it with Lunchbox the Panda. And finally, for the llamas, we're going to move these ones over here. Make it easier to distinguish. Those are the ones we got this video. These are the original from the first video that need names. And drum roll, please. All right, they are officially named. So we have Caesar over here and Brutus. That comment by far got the most likes, and also I think it's very fitting given the Roman vibe that we have going around here. So I kind of tried to choose between the two, who was going to be Caesar, who was going to be Brutus. This guy looked a little bit shifty to me, you know, might have some weapons hidden somewhere, so you watch your back. But thanks for that comment. That came from Jansit. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but that was definitely the top comment that I saw. And those are our two new llamas, Caesar and Brutus. Same as before, we've got two more over here, so give me those comments, let me know what you think. I'm happy to add some more names. We've got tons here now, so I may not do it all in one video like the next video because we have the llamas, the pandas, the axolotl. I may pick 1 or 2 names per video to do, but happy to continue to name all of these, the horses as well. So send me those comments, let me know what you think. Also, one last thing before we get started on the next farm. I was looking at the playback, and the one thing that does bother me about the axolotl tank is the pillars that kind of just come down, and I don't know, I don't like that there's no detail or depth to these at all, so I'm going to see what I can do about that. Maybe something like that. I'm also hoping that this copper looks a little bit better when it turns full green. I liked it when it was polished. I don't really like it now, but I know it continues to change, so either we're going to end up polishing these back up or wait for them to fully change and see how that looks. Liking that a little bit more, it's adding more to it. I don't know, we may come back to this. I may change this around a little bit in the future. I may even open up this area a bit more because we're running out of space, but most likely not the finished product. I'm okay with it for now, and I'm just happy that we've got all of them in there, but yeah, we may change that at some point. As far as my next task, I do want to move on to the next farm. And this one is going to be a gold farm, so no surprise on that. It will be in the Nether, so very glad that we got that portal fixed for this next portion. But I have a couple thoughts on that. One, if I make a gold farm, or I should say in the past when I have made a gold farm, it's been very simple, very basic. Like I have to stand there and get all the zombified piglins to chase me into a hole essentially, and just very, very basic. I want to make something a little bit more complex, but a lot of the things I'm looking at require you to break the nether roof, which I'm terrified of. I'm afraid of getting stuck up there, having to use another portal to get back, that type of thing. So what I might do is build something that's a little bit more complex, but still works without being on the nether roof. And then in the future, or even in this video, I might give it a try. If we want to go up there and give it a shot, it'll just increase the efficiency. So I think for the rest of today, I'm going to gather up some materials and get started on that. And then most likely tomorrow, we will head to the nether and start working on that next farm. I did some packing and I got us about 99% of the way there. However, there is a critical ingredient missing. For this farm, we are also going to need a turtle egg. And you may remember we spied Michelangelo out there at the beach when we were, I don't even remember what we were doing, but I did see a turtle out there. There was only one. We may need to go take a look around, see if we could find 2, and then find a way to grab some eggs. So it is time to do a little bit more exploring before we can actually go into the end and get a start on this farm. I mean, I don't know about you, but my best plan is we just circle the ocean, check all the shores, see if we can find some turtles. Hello. This would be easier with a boat, but this is so much faster. Okay, this is, yeah. There's our friend Michelangelo. You got any friends, bud? Anybody else around here? There is. Okay, we need to go get some tasty morsels for these guys. And I think it's this, the seagrass. Oh, there's a lot of them. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, and then Michelangelo makes 4. Wow, 5? Man, we got a nice setup here. It wasn't really that hard to find, but I am going to mark it out because I want to know that this is where the turtles are. Now here you two are interested in giving me an egg. Take your time though. I'm in no rush. It's not like we only have 100 days to do this. Alright, work your magic. Ooh, that's neat. Now you're not going to get mad if I borrow a couple of these, are you? No, I didn't think so. I knew you'd be okay with it. I'm assuming Silk Touch would do the trick, but can you know, can I have them though? Can you go do something else? Or maybe I can tempt you away. Ooh, look what I have. Come on. Gonna need you to move a little bit. Alright, I am terrified of accidentally hitting the turtle, but let's see if I can do this. Please move. Hooray! 1 turtle egg. And I don't mean to be greedy, but I am worried I'll need more than 1. So, gonna just go ahead and take those. You really don't want me to get at that, do you? Thank you. Alright, 4. I think we should be in good shape. That did not take long at all. I was worried I'd come back here and there'd just be the 1 turtle and nobody else, but yeah, it's, this place is hopping with turtles. I'm sure I'll be back at some point, so don't miss me too much. We'll be seeing each other. Alright, and 4 just to be safe. I'm pretty sure the Ender Pearl is so that we can get to the Nether Roof, and because of that, I'm not worried about only having 1 in case it fails, because I really don't think that I'm going to be doing that and actually going up. The problem is, I notice now that's actually the only one in my entire base that I have. I thought I had more. I did not bring any back from the XP farm, apparently. So I promise that's the last thing. We're just going to head over to the XP farm really quick, grab some Ender Pearls and restock at the base. Then we'll start on the gold farm. No way, there were turtles right here. Look at this. That's my base. There's some turtles right on this island next to me. So we can actually turn that into a nice little turtle enclosure at some point. Obligatory hello to you, gentlemen. And it already is beginning. Did you miss me, fellas? Did you order that pizza like I suggested? I don't know. I'm not sure if we're going to have enough. And seeing as we're here, can't leave it dirty. Have to clean up. I'm having too much fun. I could probably sit here for about 10 days of these 100 days and just do this, but then we wouldn't get anything accomplished, so I do have to head back. Okay, I'll get to level 50 and then I'll stop, I promise. Which really did not take long at all. Okay, I just need to stop. Time to head back. So we should be good for a while. Just in case, we'll take a couple with. With that, I think we are all set. Alright, let us don our moob plate for safety, and then head on in and get started. And very fortunately for us, the tutorial that I'm following for this recommends that you build this farm in the Nether Waste. And it just so happens that's where our portal exits. And you can see, you know, there's kind of an infestation already for the gold that we're going to be gathering. So that just works out really well for us. It means we don't have to go far to build this farm. Once again, for this build, I am going to switch to cinematic, 1, because I think it'll look pretty cool, and 2, because there's no way I can do live narration and concentrate on trying to build this thing correctly while following a tutorial. So for both of our sakes, we're going to switch over, and I will catch up with you when we made some progress here. The gold farm I decided to build required that I first build my way up to just below the Nether Roof. Luckily for me, I could do this right next to my portal since I was already in a Nether Waste biome. Once I hit the Nether Roof, I began clearing out a 2x2 chunk area that would be the first spawning platform. Unfortunately for me, this didn't turn out to be the most ideal area for this farm. The way the Nether generated here, there was still open areas very near the Nether Roof. And the idea of digging up is to get away from the open areas where zombified piglins could spawn in. These areas were so close, in fact, that rather than digging out spawn platforms, I sometimes found myself having to build floors across gaps to fill in the whole area. Either way, I was able to complete the first spawn platform. On day 260, I went to a corner of the platform and dug down 3 blocks so I could begin on the second platform, 1 level down. Once again, I ran into large open areas where zombified piglins were already spawning. This would definitely be an issue, but I wasn't about to stop now. I followed the same routine, clearing out a 2x2 chunk worth of space. I did notice some zombie piglins starting to spawn by me, so that at least was a good sign. Once the second platform was cleared out, I began working on the kill zone for this farm. This would be a 9x9 hole in the ground 3 blocks deep that would hold the unaliving mechanism and the collection area. I marked out the center and began adding double chests into the ground to collect any drops, and then added hoppers leading into the chests. There ended up being a few steps here, but to summarize, each hopper had a hopper minecart placed on top of it, which was then covered by sand. I could then put rails down on top of the sand, which I needed because minecarts play a pivotal role in this farm. I brought 64 iron blocks with me, yes, blocks, not ingots, to solely use for minecarts. I started the tedious process of crafting 12 minecarts at a time and placing them onto each of the 4 rails until each rail contained 24 minecarts total. I won't sugarcoat it, this was an absolute pain. Crafting minecart after minecart, carefully placing them on a rail, avoiding accidentally getting into any of them, etc., etc. It made me nervous because this was actually the way zombified piglins would die, getting stuck in the 24 minecarts, which would damage them due to entity cramming. After the copious amount of donations from my iron golem farm had finally been used up, I was all finished with this part of the farm. I was finally on to the last step, building platforms over my collection area to ensure that the zombie piglins could walk into the minecarts, and placing trapdoors to trick their tiny brains into falling into each hole. The trapdoors had to be built up over both spawn platform levels and then opened to create a type of wall surrounding the center block. The point here was to cover up the spot that would hold the precious turtle egg that Michelangelo donated to us. I placed the egg in the center, which should act as a bright shining beacon to all of our moth pigs. Yes, I know that's confusing, but I like the mental image. And then I called it a day. Alright, I am back, citizens. And I have good news and bad news. The good news is I'm done for now with what I wanted to do for the gold farm. And if we go up to the gold farm, I can tell you about the bad news. Also, I don't know if you can hear that. I'm definitely going to turn the volume down, but this is making a ton of noise. Alright, I'm going to step away from it for a minute for the sake of my ears, but I did find a place where if we eventually do want to go to the nether roof, this should work. I believe that's basically 1 block to the roof. And if we wanted to, we could go up there to essentially AFK. I'm going to try an AFK test here. The problem though, and the bad news is, I'm not hearing any zombified piglins drop into this thing. While I was working on it, I got a little bit, but, you know, not what I would expect. This thing is supposed to be churning through the zombified piglins. And essentially it's 24 minecarts that are in there that should cause entity cramming deaths for them. And they're supposed to be drawn to the turtle egg that's in the center of this thing, but I'm not hearing it. Once again, I gotta step away. That is so super loud. The minecarts are like grinding into each other. But my plan is to AFK here for just a little bit, just to see if it starts working. And if it doesn't, I can try to troubleshoot a little bit, but this might turn into a 400 days project if we're gonna break this and head up there. So, you know, we'll give it the shot. We'll give it the old college try, see what happens. If nothing, at least we've got a partially working farm and we can always come back to it and improve it later. So we'll call it a 1-day AFK test and see how it looks after that. Alright, it's been about 10 minutes. I want to see if there's just been any movement whatsoever. No. Okay, yeah, I'm getting nothing. So nothing is spawning. I have a couple theories about that. Just gotta get down here so my ears stop bleeding from those minecart noises. And like I said, I have a couple theories. You might be able to tell, you might not, but it's really not that far up from where our nether portal is and just the general nether area. I'm thinking that means there's a lot of opportunity for things to spawn down here, take up the mob cap, and make it, yeah, I mean, look at all these. That's taking up the mob cap, and they probably can't spawn up there. So I'm really not that far from the nether roof here. Unfortunately for me, that means I probably do need to go on top of the nether roof to make an AFK platform in order to make this work. Currently, I am not prepared for that, so I say we head on back and start working on other things. I do have the gold farm now, it's just I need a little bit more work to finish it up. So other plans for this video, let's wrap those up. If there's time at the end, we will come back to this. I'm not abandoning it, you're abandoning it. I think I did a good job. An okay job. The world's okayest job. Now that we're back at base, I'm doing a bit of inventory around here. And this is gonna sound strange, but I'm kind of emerald poor. I remember a time when I had a chest that was, you know, at least the first row was just full stacks of emeralds. They're kind of going down. I do have a couple thoughts about how to fix that. And the first, this is something I've been meaning to do for a while. My Silk Touch guy here. All right, who sells bookshelves? I need a book. There we go. Probably about time we put Silk Touch onto Choppy Boy, and that will make harvesting melons a lot easier. Very popular thing in the Roman army, harvesting melons. Alright, we're actually getting up there now, 19 levels to add it to the to Choppy Boy. I mean, it's doable. We've got the XP farm now, I'm not too worried about it. Anyway, yeah, this is long overdue, and this should make at least this process a lot easier so we can more regularly harvest over here and trade them in for emeralds. This isn't any different. We were always able to kind of insta-mine these pumpkins. But this should be a new experience. Oh, so much better. No more mining melons with a pickaxe. There we go. The other thought that I had is that we've got these two down here that, to be perfectly honest, aren't super helpful. 12 sticks per emerald and 17 sticks per emerald. Be a whole lot cooler if it was 1-to-1. So with that in mind, why don't we make a temporary day spa for these two where they can go in there and relax, you know, maybe see if when they come out they want to offer me that 1-to-1 trade. And I'm sure once I've built this thing, these iron golems are going to be really jealous. They're going to want to get in and join these two once they're in their day spa, so we are going to have to make it kind of iron golem proof. See, they already know. They're trying to get in before the place is even open. Let's see, are they going to be safe? I think so. I think they should be safe in here. All right, then let's just get the red carpet ready, or the dirt carpet. And then all that's left is to send out the invites. Come on out, sir. You've got an exclusive invite to a brand new day spa we're opening right next to your little hut here. There you go, see? That's how you sell. And how about you, sir? Would you like to join your friend? You know you want to. Come on out. There we go. They're all ready. Oh, look at that. They feel so special. He's looking really close, so let's actually add one more layer. Excuse me, excuse me. We don't need a bodyguard for this establishment. And I'll be right back. I just need to go grab some assistants and coconut oil. And that sounds weird. It's not that kind of day spa. Okay, I thought I had some potions of weakness. Maybe not. Easily remedied. Some blaze powder in there. Fermented spider eye. That gives us our potion of weakness, and then all we need to do is throw in some gunpowder for splash potions of weakness, aka coconut oil. And because they're such special boys, I'm also going to gift them with some golden apples. Gonna make a few more, come to think of it. If only we had a gold farm, I could make a ton of these. I mean, an extra 12 isn't bad for now. I think that's fine. Alright, with that, I think we are ready. Well, nearly ready. We still need some assistance. And oh, I just thought of something. How are we going to get assistants into here without these guys freaking out? Can we just block this area off? There's none around here that I can see. Hopefully he doesn't notice. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Hello, anybody looking for a summer job? All you have to do is look after 2 villager plebs. No, thank you. Position's been filled. That was a lie. We're still looking. Bloop. Is there anybody down here? Oh, there are. Hello. Are you looking for a job, you fine gentleman? Not the kid, though. He's too young to work. Okay, this is going to be fun. Gotta get rid of the rat. 2 rats. Wonderful. And they both have chainmail? What is going on? Latest fashion? Okay, well, that worked out pretty well. Couple upstanding citizens looking for a summer job, and they're going to help us out with our villager plebs. Just help them relax, you know, in their day spa. Encourage them to give us better trades. Just be real careful. You don't want to upset the bodyguards over here. Yeah, see, look, he's already fuming. Right in here, gentlemen. There you are. So you two enjoy the spa. I know you're really going to love it. These two are going to take care of you. They just got hired. They're still learning, but I'm sure they're going to do a great job. Those lucky boys. We'll check up on them in the morning. Oh, look at that. It looks like they opted for the full seaweed skin wrap. I don't know what they do. But anyway, I think we're ready for the next step. Let's throw this right at you two boys. Give you your very special treat. That's complimentary, by the way. And then we'll wait. I'm not sure how many cures it takes to get them from where they were down to 1, but they must not have had that many, because from 32 to... You can't get in there, right? Yeah, okay, good. I think it was like 12 and 17, so maybe 3 cures for one of them, 4 for the other. If that's the case, maybe we get some backup potion of weaknesses. Make a couple extra of these. That should be good. And actually, this is the official first time I've actually used this little pond that I put here. I think that was in the first video. I was talking about how I didn't want to have to run to the water every time I refilled these bottles, but I'm pretty sure this is actually the first time that I've used it. Maybe not. I could just be forgetting. In any event, we will make a couple extra of these just to be sure. Okay, those are brewing up. Let's go check on the boys. Still curing, huh? It's taking a bit. There we go. There's one of you. Down to 11. Now, were you my 17 or my 12? Because that would be very disappointing if you were my 12. I'm going to assume that you were my 17 and you're being good. Let's see what you're at. Yeah, there we go. Down to 6. Okay, so maybe 1 or 2 more for you. 2 or 3 more for you. We should be good. Just remember, the sooner you get to 1-to-1, the fewer rounds of encouragement you're going to need. Well, good luck. Listen to that. You can hear all the encouragement. Alrighty, on to round 2. Ah, I hit myself with that one. It actually might not hurt to add this guy too, just for his glowstone trades, because that would be nice if it was 1 instead of 4. Something to think about. Alright, how we looking? Ooh, that is disappointing. Weren't you just at 6, and now you went down to 5? That is not how you get back to your comfy home. Also down to 5, but I think that's a better drop. I mean, at least they're at the same thing now? Okay, let's go for the 3rd. And once again, eating up all my gold. While we're waiting on the 3rd, we may as well do what we did for the farmer villager, having a chest right next to him, you know, things that he can trade for, and do that over here for the stick boys. And this looks like a good spot. And there we go. Nice and ready. All right, big money, big money. Oh man, they're going down 1 every cure. That is terrible. Decline and fall of the Roman Empire, all in this guy right here. He is just not trying. Yep, and this guy is the same, 4. Maybe they need, I don't know, let's trade with them a little bit. Maybe they just need something extra? I'm not exactly sure. See, you remember this? Trading sticks for emeralds? That's what we want, just not at 4-to-1. See, we just went down to 3. I don't know what's going on. You both did. Okay, let's try it one more time. Okay, so you're holding at 3. Let's try one more cure. See if that is what you need. And if not, I don't know. We might call it there. Maybe we'll give it another... What is this even? This will be our 4th. So, okay. Number 4. All right, let's try this again. Catch. Okay, you broke it. Wonderful. None for you. While we're waiting, we may as well make this place smell a little bit nicer. That is a nice touch. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Okay, please, please, please. Oh, so close. I think he needs 1 more. All right, at least hopefully you're at the same. You're down to 2. And... okay. They are both at 2. I think we're on the final cure. Let's do 1 more. Then I think we can call it finished. Pew! 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 And we should be done, so I think we can get rid of our assistants. Really appreciate it, but I don't want to have to pay you. There we go. Much better. All right, I'll see you boys in the morning. Good morning, sunshines. I hope you're ready to give me those 1-for-1 trades once you're finished with your seaweed wrap. Oh, there's 1. Yes. Victory. All right, you didn't let me down. Rome doesn't fall on this day. I mean, I'm not saying that puts pressure on you, because, you know, no pressure, but this guy did what I wanted. You better do the same. And... you did it. I guess you get to live. I mean, no, it's not like I would have, you know, killed you or anything, but you get to equally share my love now. Sweet, so that was awesome. I'm glad we were able to get that completed. I think what did it take at the end? 4 or 5 cures, but at least it's done. When it turns to night, we can let them run back into their beds, get them all nice and cozy in there, and then tear down the day spa. And as you can see, of course, it's a rainy day, so I don't know how much we're going to get done today, or at least how much I'm going to record. One thing I can tell you, while I was working on that over there, I started having a think about the configuration of the pumpkins and the melons, and I'll actually go up there to show you. So kind of difficult to see because of the rain, but right now I feel like this is a bit awkward. Like we did a lot of different setup in the base with the courtyard in the last video and getting all of this set up. The farms I think are pretty natural there, but this is more like a barrier between the Iron Golem farm and the rest of the base. There is, however, a nice sort of pathway or corridor between all of these glowstone. So what if we, instead of having it here, we cleared this area out and put a new row of pumpkins down this way and row of melons down this way and made it equal, because right now there's only a few melons, more pumpkins. So that's what I'm thinking I'll do today while it's raining. I may record it, I may not, but I'll show you the end result once we get that cleaned up. I went to sleep and I forgot to move the stick boys back into their stalls. I mean, they've got the job blocks in there. They would probably go in to get those, right? I don't know why I ever assumed that the villager plebs would ever do anything and cooperate with me. You know what, I'm not gonna risk it. Hopefully now that I've taken this down, I'll just notice them tonight and we can try to move them at that time. Anyway, I did clear out this area and I'm ready to move it over here. It's just I'm trying to count it out and think what would be the most efficient layout for this. Because it's basically 5 blocks wide to have one column of water going up this way, and then planted seed, and then where the thing will grow, either pumpkin or melon, and then on the other side another 2. So 5 total, and there's 9 between each glowstone. Let's just start doing it and see how it turns out. I can always change it. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. This was an area that we actually terraformed in a previous, I think it was the previous 100 days, and that's gonna make this a bit more difficult. I'm gonna have to go under here and fill in channels for all of the water. So that will be fun. Okay, so those will be the water channels. I started doing it down here. I just wanted to make sure I was right, and it looks like I was. So carry this all the way across and we should be good. Easy fix. I'll just dig these out and we should be good. And I grabbed a few buckets to make our life a little bit easier. And actually, can we do this? 1, 2... Oh yeah, could do it like that. Much easier. This takes concentration, but it's working pretty well. Yeah, look at that. Nice and easy. And purty. Oh, the things I do for emeralds. There we go. Lovely. Now just to till it all, I'm a bit worried about the glowstone. First, whether something can grow on it, but second, that's going to cover up my light, and then maybe things can spawn here, but that is another problem for future Legion. Ooh, am I going to make it on this iron hoe? That sounded weird. I mean, is it going to last? Okay, that sounds weird too. Is this thing going to break before I'm done? Ooh, it's going to be close. Ooh, look at that. It is just about done for, and we just finished. Nice. Now we have to see how far the seeds that I brought with are actually going to get us. I did not count how much this is going to end up being. Okay, that was 41, so we're going to need a ton more. At least another, I don't know, 60? 100? I'm not sure. Let's do the pumpkins over here. It takes longer to get the melon seeds because I actually have to break these. Yeah, that may not be enough. Yeah, it's not going to be, but we should be pretty close. Nice, pumpkins are done, just need a few more for the melons and then we will be all good. Alright, hopefully this should do the trick. 38, I think it probably will. There we go, all done. Obviously I could go through here and bone meal everything, I may do that, but I kind of just want to wait. I already see one growing down there, let's give it a little bit, and yeah, we may just finish it up with bone meal. And I nearly forgot about these boys again. And it looks like your friends are all set in their coffins, so we can let you go and hope for the best. Go on. Go on. You're gonna make me push you all the way back. Okay. What's wrong? Are you broken? Okay, weirdo. Oh. Okay, just needed me to put the fence down, huh? Interesting. Okay, at least you're not broken. Look, I'm exhausted. I need to go to bed. Well, then why aren't you? Please don't tell me you want each other's beds. Yep, that was the case. Day 269. Stop laughing, Garfield the cat. Such a child. Another thing that's bugging me is glowstone is pretty much everywhere except for these torches up on the SPQR hill. Well, glowstone or lanterns anyway, so I think I'm going to jump up there, get rid of those, probably even get rid of this wall. I don't think it does anything anymore since everything is so lit up now, and especially since we are about to go and put glowstone everywhere, so I'm probably going to get rid of that wall and replace those torches with glowstone. Watch me take down this wall, and the very next thing, the barbarian armies come and invade. Alright, let's try to make this somewhat uniform. Alright, I used everything I had in my inventory, so hopefully that turns out to be enough. Just kind of spotted it throughout the hill and added a couple of random ones back there because it was looking pretty dark. We'll see how it goes. If we start getting, you know, barbarians or fans jumping over this ridge again, then we'll maybe remake the wall. Probably make it a little bit nicer this time though, rather than just a, you know, generic one. Oh wow, this isn't doing bad at all. We already got a couple growing. Lots of these look about done. Some of them not so much. I think at this point it's safe to go through and start bone mealing some, at least one or two of those. Yeah, one or two. We're gonna go through all of this. I can at least say I waited a bit and some of it grew on its own. I am going to need lots more bone meal. Yep. Yeah, this is gonna let us basically do like 1.5-ish rows, so we're gonna need a ton more. Actually, maybe an opportunity to see if the mob farm is working. Or mob grinder, mob farm, whatever. May as well take all the extra bones. So 32. Any extra skelly boys up there that we wanna, have donate some bones to us? Also, while we're up here, doesn't that look nicer? Remember how we just had the one little weird area here, and now we have this that looks very organized and very nice. Bet it's gonna look pretty cool when it's all grown as well. Yeah, right? You didn't trust me, you didn't think it would look good, I could tell, but yep, you were wrong, I was right. Okay, this does not want to work, so I say we take what we have and head down there. Stack and a half, not too bad. Should be able to finish at least most of the melons. I think that's what we need more of anyway. I'm doing all right on pumpkins, hurting a little bit in the melon department, and this will certainly help. Okay, so almost done with those. Where do I have more bone meal? Might be some in the storage room. I do have quite a bit, as it happens. Totally forgot I actually had a little bit extra in my inventory as well. And a little bit there. That will help. Red Bull for plants, try yours today. I think we're gonna make it. Perfect. Look at all that. Stalks of glory. That's gonna be insane when these all grow. So many stonks. Yep, it's official. I am way happier with that. Now we just have to keep up with harvesting that once it's fully grown, trading with the boys, and actually we probably should have today at some point traded with the stick boys as well, but I just gotta keep up on that and then I think we're gonna be good on emeralds. Top of the morning to you, citizen. So if you were paying attention to the goals at the beginning of this movie, you'll know that I only have one left to complete in the next 30 days. And that involves fighting the Wither. And of course, to do that, we're going to need Wither Skulls, and that is found in the Nether. I don't think finding those and fighting the Wither and making a beacon will take 30 days, so there's some other things we'll be doing at the same time or kind of cutting it in with that, because I don't necessarily want to spend all of my time in the Nether just fighting Wither skeletons, trying to get them to drop Wither Skulls, making a Wither so I can fight that. So the other big one that I had in mind for this 100 days was we did create this sort of empty area over here next to the tree farm, and holy moly, look at that. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. But anyway, this big open area, I'm thinking we expand the barn, make space for the animals that don't have any space yet. Maybe even add like a silo. I think that might be pretty cool. So that's going to be the next task. We're going to basically divide our time between going into the Nether, collecting Wither Skulls, and adding some additional space to the barn so that we can essentially give some new little pens or homes to the horses and llamas, and then whatever else we happen to find in the future. Also, by the way, every time that we come back to base, I am going to do some trades with the villagers, because my goal, not official goal, but I really want this entire chest filled with emeralds. So I just did a few trades. We're getting there. Every time I'm back, I'm going to trade. We're going to see how far we can get. The reason I came in here though was to double check, make sure we don't need anything extra before we head to the Nether. Just always worried we'll get there and then I have to come back. I'm missing something. You know the drill. I think it's really just food and then we should be good. If only I had some golden carrots. Nah, I think we should be all right. I truly do not expect to need this, but having an extra totem isn't going to hurt. It's not like I need the one extra inventory slot. I've got a shulker box, so it'll make me feel better. Sue me. All right, we're nearly to the Nether fortress. You are right in my way. Excuse me. Oh, that's a shame. Ooh, nearly forgot to put on the moob plate. Okay, we're nearly there. This is probably a good place to stop and tell you all the plan. Ooh, fancy. We're going to be spending our time exploring the Nether Fortress looking for Wither Skeletons, because they can drop us Wither Skulls, which is what we need to summon up the Wither. Fortunately for us, we do have looting 3 on our sword, so that should increase the drops that we need. Unfortunately for us, a lot of this nether fortress is kind of embedded in all of this netherrack. So what I'm thinking is we go down into the fortress, see what our luck is like, but if we're not getting a lot of drops or even seeing a lot of wither skeletons, we may end up clearing out some of this area to expose more of the fortress, because then we should see an increase in spawns if we have more of that fortress exposed. So we'll head on in, see how we do. Another idea is because there's a lot of corridors in here, we could always end up clearing out all of these walls. So obviously right now I can't look across and see if there are wither skeletons anywhere. If the walls were cleared out, I would be able to do that. So that is another thought that I have. And just so we know where the exit is, I put down a couple lanterns. Oh, here's our first customer. Good morning, sir. Easy. No skulls, but he didn't hear that we are Imperator. This looks like a better area back here. Hello, sir. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Alright, that was a fair reaction. Since we're here, let's see if we can get the achievement. We still have not been able to bounce one of these guys back. Ooh, that was dangerous. I am terrible at this. Oh, we did it! Alright, you know I have to get that, whatchamacallit, gas tier. Whoa! As I'm exploring, I'm kind of just going around and trying to Legion-proof the area because there's a very high chance that I'll just fall into some random hole that leads into a big lava pit and that'll end our run. And I'm not really interested in doing that, so let's just try to be safe. I'm a bit worried about the spawn rate. I've been here quite a bit, and I've run into a grand total of 2 wither skeletons. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay. Another area to Legion-proof. Trying to make this area a little bit easier to deal with because we come by here every time. And these guys keep spawning in, but then they hide behind the walls. And that makes it very difficult. So I've removed the walls, trying to make an easy way to get up. Basically no place to hide from Legion after this. And now a ghast is after us. This is everything except for wither skeletons. What's wrong? You can't jump up here? Oh, okay. I'll come on down, don't worry. Roman isn't one to shirk a challenge. Yes, we're not finding much right now, but I am making this area very much easier to navigate. Was I being a bit naive and thinking that with looting 3 we wouldn't have an enormous amount of trouble getting these skulls? Because I'm not getting anything. I am just about ready to move on to plan B, and who just hit me? What I had in mind was to clear out an area so that we can expand with nether brick and hope that that gives a bigger spawn platform for wither skeletons. Hopefully that'll work. I actually have no idea, but it's worth trying. You are not a wither skeleton. Whoa! That guy was making a very weird noise. Well, hello. Ooh, I think it's starting to work. 2 just spawned on the platform I built. I am having terrible luck. I mean, is this not enough? Look at how much I've cleared. I added this entire platform here, and they are spawning, but I am just not getting any drops. Okay, it's kind of been a while now, and I'm starting to think these guys are taking up my mob cap because I just made an enormous platform for spawns, and I'm not seeing anything except for the blaze that keeps setting me on fire. And none of you are even wither. What's your purpose? Why are you here? Alright, I'm getting nothing, so I don't know what else to do but head back and hope that the spawns just kind of reset and we can start fresh. You thought I'd forget to work on trades, but I remembered. We're gonna clear all this out, trade it all up, get us some emeralds. And yes, this is very satisfying. Look at that, that is an impressive collection. Hello, best friend. I lied to the farmer. You two are my best friends. I just lied to the stick boys. I told them that they were my best friends. Not bad at all. Bit over 2 stacks just from one trip. I love it. But the fun's over. Time to head back to the nether, see if we can't get ourselves some wither skeletons. Or, you know, wither skulls from wither skeletons. You spawn camping me, bro? Back to the fun. Why do you always insist on being right in my way? Just got some more nether bricks. We're gonna try expanding the platform again because I am getting nothing. I do see a 1, 2 over there. Please, can I have your skull? It didn't work. We're just gonna keep adding more. I've come to the conclusion that the spawn rates here for wither skeletons are terrible. Every once in a while I get one over there, and then once again, every once in a while I get one over here, but so far, I mean, I've taken out quite a few and I've gotten nothing. And in case you haven't been watching the day counter, I've been down here like 4 days or so, and I haven't gotten a single skull. Don't know where you came from, but welcome. Nada. I'm almost feeling like I need to just, you know, build a safe 3-block little tower right here and take on all of the zombie pigmen to clear out those spawns, but aren't they just gonna call in reinforcements and take up the spawns right away anyway? I don't know if that would help. Finally, it's been forever. And nothing. Oh! Alright, I'm starting to get desperate and I can't think of anything else to do, so I say we just kind of build up a couple here. I think I actually only need 3. Try to block the view from ghasts. And now that I'm feeling relatively safe, I guess we just have to start a fight to try to clear out some of the mob cap we have going here. So, sorry buddy. Here they come. Yeah, it's not that I don't want to be friends, it's just that you are taking up the mob cap, and I don't want you right now. I want wither skeletons. Was that it? Oh, are you coming at me? Look at this. It's like I said skeletons, but no, not you. Wither skeletons. Seriously? I built my ghast barrier, and one still got me. Alright, we're gonna try again. There we go. It's finally starting to work a little bit. This is a pain. Not how I plan to spend my time here in the Nether. Definitely not a good use of time. What, you're still mad at me? You weren't a second ago. Alright, come on. Let's head on back. Uh-oh. This is a tricky situation. Why are there so many babies? Okay, I've had enough. I have not seen a wither skeleton in probably a solid day. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I need to rethink this. Yeah, I need a break. Let's clear out the inventory, maybe work on the barn a little bit, but yeah, I need to think about that. I need to think about how we can increase our chances in there because that was not productive at all. I actually really don't want to do this, but what if we just harvested a bunch of trees, brought them with us to the Nether, made a ton of buttons, and started spawn-proofing some of the areas where the zombie piglins would typically spawn in? Because that's absolutely the issue. Those things would not stop spawning. I was not getting any wither skeleton spawns, and because of the distance or the time in between those spawns, I just was not able to get any drops. So I really don't want to do it, but I'm kind of beginning to think that's our only option. Yeah, grabbing those 6 trees gave me just a little bit of spruce logs, so I think we should be good. Alright, I'm converting a ton of planks into buttons, and we'll just do our absolute best to spawn-proof areas that wither skeletons cannot spawn onto. Take a good hard look, citizen. This is what desperation looks like. I also turned the simulation distance down to the very minimum, which I believe is 5 chunks, and I don't know if that's going to help, but at least it should mean that things won't spawn super far away that aren't helping us at all. The idea there being that zombified piglins are spawning way far out, and I want things to spawn close to me. I want them to just be on the nether bricks, which should be the wither skeletons. So with those 2 things, the buttons and the simulation distance, hopefully we will have better luck. Oh man, this is so much fun. Do you mind? I'm putting buttons on the ground. Look at this sea of buttons, and I don't feel like I'm making a lot of progress. Oh man. Yeah, and that was it anyway. That was all the buttons I had just for this little area right here. Well, let's see what we got. I see a couple over here, at least 3. Okay, that's something. Come on, I just want a skull. Legion V is losing his mind. I'm noticing that they're not spawning as much on my platform up there. They're more spawning on the naturally generated areas. And I don't get why that is. I thought it was just like nether brick within the area is a good spawn platform. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on. Let's try clearing out the riffraff again, see if that does anything. Hey, man. Huh. I guess they don't get upset if you one-shot one of them. Okay, so I have to try... No. This is harder than it looks, trying to not... There we go. Right over here. Come for me. Where are you going? Oh, look, a zombie. I actually didn't know this was possible until I was watching a Skies video, and he was ending up being able to spawn these things in. I had no idea they could spawn in the Nether. Okay, I couldn't hit this blaze, so we have to run over here, take care of you, smack you. Could all of you just, like, turn into wither skeletons for me? Because I'm sick of the Nether. I'm sick of trying to do this. I'm sick of trying to get wither skulls. Just, another zombie. This is nuts. At least you two have the decency to start on fire for me. What is with all the zombies? They just keep spawning now. How much do you want to bet that's the guy that's going to give me a skull while all of these are mad at me? This is not great. Probably despawned by now. Yep. We'll make one last run through there and then I am going home. Kind of sick of this. This is insanity. You are making me lose my mind. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. I kind of just wanted to go check for wither skeletons. Okay, this is a bad situation. I think it's time to get out of here. I would really love to be able to fight the wither this video. It's just I need those wither skulls. I've been down here for hours. I have not found a single skull. I'm losing my mind. Yep, I don't know what to do. I'm at a loss. I'm stuck. I've got no choice. We gotta head back. I need those wither skulls. Oh, you're still mad at me. Okay, I thought we had resolved our differences. Not sure how long it takes for this to wear off, but apparently going back home, sleeping a good night's sleep, and coming on back does not do the trick. Oh, hello, zombie. How do I get them to stop being mad at me? I don't have any ideas. This is getting so old. I've been at this for like 3 hours. Oh, wow. A ton just spawned in. They're still mad at me, but we gotta take this on. Ooh, I think we finally got one! I can't even stop to check. And aghast. We're back to madness state right now. This is way too much. How do I calm them down? Tactical retreat, I guess? I do not need this. I now regret my decision to upset them. I really wish I could make that go away. Okay, are we good now? We okay? We made up? Gonna take that as a yes. And I did get one skull, by the way. That's got my hopes up a little bit. They took over my platform. Well, we're not going to upset them again. It was working, though. Taking out all of them was making them spawn. The wither skeletons, that is. It was making them spawn at a higher rate. It's just kind of impossible to collect anything when those are chasing me around and ghasts are shooting at me and blazes are coming from everywhere. I don't understand what I did to upset you. We were good. I walked past a few of you and you had no problem. And I come back here and you're all upset again. Yep, I cannot get rid of the curse. I think I just got a second one. I did, that's 2. Oh, we are so close. No way. That's it, that's all we need, we're done. Oh, I hate you all, I am leaving. Oh, I am so happy. I don't think I really talked over it, but there were 3 or 4 just suddenly that spawned over there. I ran over, took out a couple. It looks like that finally was what I needed. We are leaving the Nether and we are never coming back. That's probably not true. We'll probably be back, but, you know, not for a long time. I do not want to do this again for a while. Oh, home sweet home. I missed you, Garfield. Okay, let's sort through all of our things and at least get organized first. For safekeeping, I'm putting you 3 beautiful things right in here in my super duper awesome chest. Yep, that was an ordeal. I think in total it took me about 4 hours of the Nether just running back and forth, taking out zombified piglins, waiting for the wither skeletons to spawn, taking them out, hoping that we got a wither skull drop. And yeah, that took it out of me. I need a break from the Nether for a while. And actually, I'd like a bit of a break before going and taking on the wither. I think what I'm gonna do at that time is expand the barn. Got all this area here. A kind Enderman dropped this dirt block for me, and I have some wayward horses and llamas and that type of stuff. That is a weird looking tree. I'm gonna have to get my shears and take all those leaves. I can't waste that. Anyway, we need to fill in the ground here, and then I need to come up with a plan on how I want to do this. I do not want to just expand the exact same design that we have on this barn further back. I'd rather do something a little bit different. So I'm going to probably fill this in and then think about it a little bit on how we want this to look. First, though, I've got to get those leaves. All right, good, Caesar, you're still here. You haven't done anything naughty yet, Brutus. Yeah, so weird how it looks, how it spawned. Let's see if we can climb all the way up to the top, and we'll just take the whole thing down while we're up here. Oh yeah, by the way, you could say that I came prepared for this because I broke 2 shears last time I was at this, and I just did not want to run into that again. There goes one. Ooh boy, look at that. 4.5 stacks of leaves from that one tree by the beard of Jupiter. Lots of leaves. I just had to gather a bunch of stuff because I realized we should probably finish this up first before we fill in the rest of the area. That's just going to bother me if this trails off and doesn't follow the pattern like everything else. Then I think I want to have a border around this just to define what the area is going to be. I'm okay using full logs for this because I think we'll be able to replace them if we need more. And speaking of needing more, the question is, what do I want the inside of this area to look like, and how am I going to build it up? Might do a bit of a mix, actually. Thinking about using slabs, cobblestone, and dirt throughout here, and maybe randomize a bit as we get towards the center. So I'm going around and kind of just placing random cobblestone and slabs, and then I think when we get closer to the center, this is all going to be dirt, but around the border I do want it a little bit more random. Oh no, I'm all out of dirt. Whatever will I do? Yeah, that would have been a good setup for Scooby-Doo, but I have literally 2 double chests just overflowing with dirt, so not today. Okay, I like it. It's not too uniform. Once the grass grows in, that's going to be pretty nice. Now all we need to do is build up and make some new pens. Start laying out the foundations or the kind of pillars that are going to hold this thing up. Look at that. Doesn't that look sturdy? Nothing's going to tear this thing down. This is so efficient. I'm building with these and they're growing right next to where I'm building that. Beautiful. Another thing that I like about this design, obviously it's not done yet, but the way that I'm building it, in the future, if we need to expand it, I could build it underground. And I think that would be pretty cool if there's anything, well, thinking about it, I don't think there's really anything that we would need to build underground unless we started capturing some mobs, but I just like that. It has expandability if we need it. I think what we do is build it up one more on each side, like in and up one all the way back, and then fill in the center with glass. It's going to be a lot of glass, but I think I'm going to like how that looks. So let's give it a shot. Well, that didn't take long at all. New Insta-trees. Get yours today. All right, back to it. Alrighty, and now... Okay, I have a dilemma. One of these layers is going to be stripped logs while the others aren't. Do I do the middle layer? The top layer? Kind of feel like if I do the top layer, then I also have to do the pillars. Let's start with these top ones, see how that looks. Okay, I do like that. Do I do the... I mean, I could always come back and do these pillars later. I'm going to leave them for now. If it starts making me feel like they should be stripped, then I'll come back and do that. Ooh, actually, instead of glass, do we use leaves? Do we use a combination of glass and leaves? So I think we do glass and leaves. Now that I said it, I want to do it. Thinking something like that. And if I do go with that, I'm going to need a ton more glass. All right, well, let's start off with the leaves, and we could always go back and grab some glass. I will take all of your glass, please. That should help. I'm thinking maybe every once in a while we do something like this. It'll help light the place up, but it also saves a bit on glass. And it also is going to make it a little bit more detailed. It's not just glass all the way through, so I think that should help us out. Yeah, so that kind of vibe. Now we just have to finish it all the way down. There we go. No problem. You know, I haven't looked at it from the underneath once yet. Ooh, I like that. That is very cool. Not only is it a good pattern and it's going to light the area up, it also gets some pretty cool shadows coming through from the leaves, and also the glowstone and the blackstone slabs here, they have a different depth, so I think that is very cool. One last surprise I have for the outside, and if you've been watching for a while, you know I love the look of campfires. I'm thinking we just line this whole area with campfires and try to put them out before they burn the entire thing down, so no problem. I actually wanted you to be one higher. Will Silk Touch give you back to me? Wait, I have it on my axe. What am I doing? Which way do I like better? Would I rather have that stripe leading all the way down continuously or more of a pattern? I think I like it that way. This is precarious. Yep, that's me. I just like to live dangerously. What can I say? And I am going to need to make more because I used more than half a stack, and that's the only stack that I have, so that is great. Okay, that should do it. If my math is right, I need 41 more, so hopefully it is. Oh, beautiful. We have a rainy day for it. Does the rain put out campfires? I don't think that it does. It does not. And I screwed up. All right, moment of truth. Can I math? Yes, I can. Ooh, I like that too. That's very good. Very nice, very detailed. It's a bit of a different color than the logs, so yeah, big fan. All right, so finally, I think we just need to enclose this bad boy, then we should be good to go. I think it makes sense to have a double gate entrance here, and then maybe a couple of backup ones over here somewhere. Ooh, nice, just the right amount. Yeah, that's one of my pet peeves when I put up fences is if that was my only entrance down there and I'm doing something over here, I have to run all the way out. So I've got fences kind of throughout the whole thing. So if I'm here, I can get out. Got a couple here in the middle and then the big entrance over here. And to make it easy, let's mark those out a little bit with lanterns. Also, never hurts to increase the light level a little bit. What are you doing down there? All right, so you'll notice that's one big pen. It's not, segregated into smaller areas. So that kind of brings around the age-old question. Do these get along with these? I mean, it's not like they're kind of eyeing each other, but it's not like they're going off to try to attack each other or anything. I think it'll probably be fine. All right, why don't we start with you three? Come on, we're going for a walk. Walk in the rain. Yeah, I know, you've been tied to that pole for, I don't even know how long, probably close to 100 days, but look at this nice area. And I would say it is all for you, but you are going to have some neighbors, but don't worry, you're going to love them. All right, we're starting with you, No Name and No Name. This way, please. Oh no, I lost one. Come back, No Name. I know you just want to be with your friends, but they're coming too. Wow, he does not want to go. Last but certainly not least is Caesar and Brutus. All right, come on, over to your friends. I told you there was going to be a big reunion. Why are you trying to leave again? See, they're in here with you. Did not mean to do that. So I know you've been trapped for a while and you're used to bunching together, but look at all this space. You can go anywhere that you want. I mean, all right, I guess they just kind of want to be bunched together over there, but if you want to, you can explore a little bit. Nice. So look at that. They finally got some space. They're not just kind of bolted to the front of my barn anymore. And there is room to continue this, room to improve. Obviously, still more room for additional residents to this particular area. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm glad with how that turned out. All right, now that it's not raining and we can actually have a decent look at it, here it is in the daylight. And they're very slowly, gingerly starting to explore a little bit. It's fine. It's okay. Go on. Think it looks pretty good though. Let's see Vitellius back home make a barn this nice for all of his animals. Yeah, right, that guy's a loser. I'm really tempted to harvest all of this, but there's only a couple left that still need to grow. I'm also noticing it does not grow on glowstone because on every one of them it's not grown. So that is a wasted stalk, but that's okay. Whatever. I can't help myself. We gotta do this. Needs me my melons. What happened here? I'll have to come back for that. And bloop, bloop. Problem solved. May as well finish over here as well since we're doing this. And finally, we'll go do some capitalism to continue to stock up on emeralds. I'm not looking. You can refresh those trades if you want. Oh, was that it? Yes. There we go. Stack and 16 just from the farmer. It's coming along. We're almost back to a full row of full stacks, but we will get there. Don't you worry. I forgot something really important. We need to check out the new build from our looking spot. Ooh, very nice. It's weird, like at first glance, it looks so much different than the dark roof going into leaves and glass and a bunch of light, but at the same time, it fits right in. Like it just perfectly kind of transitions from one to the other. I don't know if you agree or not, but I really like how that turned out. Overall, I'd say the old homestead is looking real nice. One thing I did notice while I was building this was that it is still so loud in here, and come to think of it, I don't see a reason why I would need this many cows, because typically you need a ton early on for the food and the leather for books and that type of thing. I can get all that through trades now. So unfortunately for all of you extremely loud Clarabelles, I think we're about to thin the herd a little bit. So I'm just gonna stand here and do some exercises. I hope nobody's bothered by this, but gotta do my jumping jacks, my squats. Trying to do some bicep curls, but the only thing I have is this axe right now, so, you know, make do with what you have. I did not realize I had this many. I've been going at this for quite a while and they're still coming. A lot of them are walking right into it. Like, yes, it's been so long, I need the sweet release. Okay, it looks like there's about 8 left. I think that is a good number for the Clarabelles. Can you please get out of the way? Thank you. And to give you an idea of how many that was, yeah, almost 2 stacks of beef, a little over a stack of leather, so quite a bit. I want to keep a lot of sheep for the wool, but I'm thinking I can always, you know, bring the population back up, and this is just too many. Thought he could get away. Okay, this is a bit more manageable. So with the extension to the barn done, and in anticipation of the wither fight, there are a couple things that I want to do to prepare. One of them is to actually get a place ready to fight the wither. I'm obviously not about to unleash one here. It would destroy like half the base before I could take it out. And 2 immediate thoughts come to mind. One, I could go to the end and I could build it underneath the end portal, kind of where there's some bedrock and there's things that can't be destroyed. I don't really want to do that just yet, maybe when I'm trying to get more of them. So I'm thinking what I do now is make a space down at bedrock in my mine where we can actually fight it. So why don't we take the Water Chute Express down here and take a look. So we have this, the big area that we cleared out when I was gathering deep slate, but it's, for one, it's close to the water elevators and I don't like that. 2, there is nowhere for me to, I mean, you can call it take cover, but what it really is cower behind something. I'm going to be doing a lot of that. So I don't really want to do it here either. I'm thinking we make a specific area that we use for the wither. And honestly, I mean, you can see some of the strip mining that I was doing when I was looking for diamonds. There's just tons of rows down in every direction here. I could use a place like this, just clear out a bit in the center, put some connecting hallways between these, and dodge in and out of all of these while I fight. And that's not a bad option, honestly. Another one would be to make a room specifically for the wither fight, but I don't really know that that's necessary. I kind of like plan A. Okay, the only thing here though, I am hearing a lot of lava, and yeah, I can see that there's some right above us here. Don't necessarily want the wither to break a bunch of this and then just have lava spill down on me. Let's check the other direction. And this way, I didn't make corridors on either side, so maybe, yeah, I'll do a little bit of work here. Let's do it down this way, and I'll just open it up a bit and make some hidey holes for myself. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. It's nothing fancy. I cleared out a little area here with enough room so we can spawn a wither. And I made a couple different areas or doorways on each side, if you want to call them that. They all connect and you can walk behind them. I can kind of dip and dodge, try to get away from any projectiles, hide if I need to. I'm pretty sure this is all going to get destroyed pretty quickly. So at the back of each one of these, I have a nope out tunnel where I can run around. It comes out at the other end, and it'll kind of double as well because I can use this to escape and go out, try to flank it as it were, but it'll also let me hide back here and just maybe hit it with the bow if I need to. I want to try to, you know, do some hand-to-hand combat if I can, or razzle-dazzle to wither battle if I can, but I think this should work. This should keep me alive, I hope, long enough to defeat the wither and allow us to make a beacon. But that was only one thing. We still have other prep work to do. And for that, we're going back up top. Never gets old. This is unrelated to the Wither fight, but I did just have an idea for something that I wanted to do. And if you've been watching for a while, you'll know that I'm very easily distracted and kind of bounce from one thing to the other. So before we get back to preparation, there's something I want to try out, and I'm going to need some iron for that. Don't actually know how much. Need to start composting this stuff. The composter must feed. The other thing that I'll need is wood. Luckily for us, we've got quite a bit. Turn the wood into planks, planks into chests, and then let's get some hoppers. Okay, don't know if that's going to be enough, but let's give it a shot. My idea came when I was walking by and realized that the chickens lay these eggs and I never come by to pick them up. So rather than doing that, what if we removed the ground, replaced it with hoppers, and had it lead into a chest over here? I have no idea if that'll work. Will the eggs just go into those and collect in a chest for me so it's nice and automated? Should work, I don't see why not, but I did just think we'll probably want some carpets over top of the hoppers. Everything we need right here. So if I take out an area here, can I still open that? Yes, I can. This part is going to be a little squirrely though, because I need to do this without them falling in, or I don't know if what I'm doing is going to let them jump out or anything like that, but you just stay put. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to place this. Thank you. Are you kidding me? Get out of there. This is going to be fun. I will say it is a lot quieter in here now that we've thinned the herd out a little bit. We're not going to have enough. I needed 2 more. That was so close. Can you please stop doing that? All right, let's put down the carpets and then grab 2 more hoppers. Made the exact right amount of carpets. Just need a couple more hoppers. All right, that's hopefully gonna do it. Why do they like to collect in there? I don't understand it. And how do I get them out? Okay, now it's just you, bud. You stuck? All done. So kind of inconspicuous with the carpet here, and hopefully that's an automatic egg harvester or whatever you want to call it. Actually, I think it's working. I don't think I put 6 eggs in there, but now there's 7. Let's give it a couple minutes, see if this is actually working. I went and brought some stuff back to the storage room, gave them some seeds so I can get a couple of these little goobers. Let's see if anything happened. Yeah, so I mean, it's not going fast, but over time, this will help it fill up pretty easily. And now I don't have to worry about going in there and collecting any of these. Very nice. One of them got out and it refuses to follow me. Is it the hay bale? How about now? Come on. There we go. Stay in there. Why do you want to escape so bad? It's a good life you got here. I'm not talking a lot for this day because I'm kind of doing boring stuff. I'm just trying to empty out some of the shulker boxes because I've got random stuff in all of these and it's just bugging me. I kind of just want to get it all into the chests. Doesn't make for the most riveting cinema. One fun thing though is that I'm completely out of room for dirt, so that is why we built the incinerator. Just gotta be very careful not to accidentally throw something in here that I actually want. Alright, so I got a bit distracted there with the auto collection system and with some storage organization and all that, but I'm back, I'm focused, I'm trying to think about what I need for the Wither. And the next thing that comes to mind is I do want to prep some potions just to make sure. Why did I think I needed glass bottles? Okay, I guess I'm fine with that. Anyway, just to make sure we have the edge, we're gonna be as successful as we possibly can be. And what I had in mind for that was 2 different potions that I'd like to have on hand. And like many of the potions in Minecraft, we are going to start this off by putting a bit of nether wart into the brewing stand to start us off. And that's going to give us Awkward Potion, which does absolutely nothing for us, but it is the first step in making a healing potion, which you can do by adding, what are they called? Glistering melon slice into the brewing stand. And there we go, instant health. Now apparently you can also add glowstone dust to this and it makes it more effective, so I figured why not? I got a bit, let's do it. I don't actually know if I'm going to use these because I do intend to craft something else that might do us a bit better, but I figure why not make it? Why not have it with us in case? And there we go, instant health 2. First potion we need, done. On to the second potion, and this one I will definitely be using. Has the same start. We're going to start it off with Nether Wart and make some awkward potions. There we go. Next step is to add a little blaze powder. And bingo, we got our potion of strength, which should increase the damage that I'm going to do, at least melee damage. Now I can either add redstone dust to make it last longer. This one lasts 3 minutes. I think it goes up to something like 8. It increases it quite a bit. Or I could do the glowstone dust to make it a little bit more powerful. Potion of more strength, basically. And I think that's what I'm going to opt for. By the way, there's no way I'd be able to do all this if it weren't for all the time I spent in school getting my PhD in chemistry, which is 100% true. I'm not lying about that. That was totally sarcasm. I did lie about that. But anyway, with all of that, I think we'll be in good shape on the potion front. The reason I said we might not need the potions of healing is that I do have 9 golden apples and I want to make some more. You can see we're not exactly hurting for gold. So I say we just make a ton of these, have them on hand, and that should save us if things get a little hairy. Oh wow, not hurting on apples either. And that could give us 16. Not too bad, I say we do it. For a total of 25 golden apples, which I cannot see us using all of those, so I think we'll be good. Okay, I just got distracted again. You probably noticed this like a long time ago. I just noticed I never kind of repaved this path. That was a long time ago when I did this too, or at least it feels like it. Okay, there we go, all pretty again. Lunchbox is still over here just doing his acrobatics, so, you know, keep at it, Lunchbox. I'm loving that energy. I am getting distracted again, but I just realized one more thing. When I was clearing out the chests, I noticed I had a bunch of saddles and 3 golden horse armor, exactly. And guess how many horses we have? One of them's hiding, but there's 3. And I completely forget how to do this. I think you jump on... Did I never tame these? I could have swore I tamed these. I guess not. There we go. Alright, you get the first. Saddle. Looking good. Golden horse armor. Looking better. Very nice. Now that is a regal equestrian horse if I ever saw one. Your turn, friend. Ooh, this guy's fast. Alright, that's 2 down. And last is the, I guess we could call it a Dalmatian horse, or a reverse Dalmatian horse. And now we got you. Let's try to get them all together for a family shot. Where are you going? Look at that. That is 3 handsome horses. You hear that, gentlemen? You're looking good. All right, citizen, we've dilly-dallied enough. It is time. Take a look at my inventory. Let me know, do you think I'm missing anything? I've got my full netherite armor. Razzle Dazzle, fully enchanted. I know I don't have Smite 5 on it. That's the only downside here. I would probably have to make a second sword for that, and I think we'll be alright with this one. Potshot has enough durability left that I think we should be good. Gonna keep a couple potions of healing on hand as well as a potion of strength, but I do have some backups. Extra Totem of Undying just in case. 25 golden apples, 64 golden carrots, and what I will need to spawn in the Wither. So you tell me, I'm about to head down. If I need something else, let me know before it is too late. And no, of course I'm not scared. Should I be? We're gonna be fine, don't worry. So I guess before we start, I'll let you know my plan, such as it is. And that is to spawn in the Wither and then kind of hide in one of my little hidey hole caves that I set up back here. And essentially just pelt it with Potshot for a while. I want to see if I can get away with that or if it starts breaking through my tunnels that I created. If it does, I'm going to eat a golden apple, drink the potion of strength, and just go ham with Razzle Dazzle, try to take it out that way. If I pop a totem, I'm going to retreat, tactical retreat of course, and switch over to the new totem and try again. I think by then the health should be pretty low and we'll be in good shape. But I will be honest with you, I am a bit nervous about this. But it took us so long to find these skulls, we've got to use them. We got to wrap up this video on a high note. And essentially we need to not lose our 300 days of hardcore fighting the Wither. Alright, let's just do this. We got 1, 2... I'm going to run back there as soon as this thing starts because I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, it sets off a huge explosion right when it spawns in. So we'll do our best to avoid that. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Woo! There it is. Hide until we hear an explosion. There it is. Oh no, where did it go? Hey, we found Diamond. Where is it? Okay, it's stuck. Oh no. just creeping up top. Oh, no. This is terrifying. Very glad that I dug out these tunnels, though. This is a huge help. Just keeps looking over. Would you come down here? I just want to talk, I swear. Whoa! I think we're doing okay. Woo! No, I do not feel bad. This is literally called pot shot. That's the reason it was created, is just to take these cheap shots and avoid getting hurt. Okay, I think it's got the armor on. Golden apple, potion of strength, and let's do this. Yeah, take that. Woo! Yes! Alright, I'm just waiting for this wither effect to wear off before I take a look around. And I brought them, I may as well eat the golden apples. I think I only had to eat one during that fight. Did not pop a totem. Did a little bit of damage in the room that we created. And it was kind enough to unveil these diamonds for us. All in all, not a bad chap. Gave us 8 diamonds. And another star, of course, much more important. But oh man, like I psyched myself up a ton for that, and it really wasn't terrible. All I had to do was keep coming out and hitting it with the bow until that last bit. And I think it was down to half health when the strength potion probably helped out quite a bit. I just came out, started smacking them with Razzle Dazzle for a bit, and that was it. It was over. All in all, I am very pleased with how that fight went, and once again, I am proud of myself. Hope you are too. May as well put all of this back in case we ever want to use this area again. Alright, I leave my mines a happy boy. Just goes to show that it pays to be prepared. Alright, we did it. We proved to all of Rome that our legion is the greatest. And with that, the last thing that we need to do in these 100 days is create a beacon. And obviously to do that, we could make the whole pyramid out of iron. That's not going to be a problem at all. But does that sound like something that a level 5 Imperator would do? Can't just be made out of only iron. So I say we keep up with all the harvest of everything, the fruits of our labor here, trade that for emeralds, and see how many emerald blocks we could actually add to that pyramid. Most likely in combination with iron. So it won't be fully iron, but we gotta have some emerald blocks in there. Luckily for us, we did the work early on. We have the means to harvest things. We can trade for emeralds pretty easily. And we have the appropriate plebs set up over there that can trade with us to get those emeralds. Okay, so doing full trades with both the farmer down there and sticks and more sticks over at this end. That gave me 2 full stacks plus 16. I think doing that a couple times will give us a decent amount of blocks. I'm not doing the math because I'm definitely gonna mess that up. So I say we just get what we can and see how many blocks it gets us. Out of curiosity. Oh, this is working pretty well actually. I mean, we may as well while we're here. I need more sticks for more trades. I'm not really feeling like going the bamboo route right now. This just seems easier. That is a large bunch of leaves, very quickly decaying. Even more quickly with the power of editing. And this is definitely going to be a lot of sticks. Oh yeah, I think we'll be good for a bit. The stick boys do appear to be broken, however. At least one of them. I traded with this guy yesterday. It's been a bit. Still not refreshing. I don't know what's up. For now, I want to find a temporary place to build the beacon pyramid. In the future, I have grander plans about where it would go into some sort of larger structure. But for now, I just need a clear space where it'll fit. Maybe right behind the nether portal. That might work if we clear some of this out. Plus, it helps that Scooby-Doo always hungers. So I just had to fill this in a little bit. It didn't look like it would be enough space, so I made a bit more. And I believe the first layer is 9 by 9. I got the first layer down and we're doing pretty good on emeralds, so I'm going to see what we can make with this. Okay, at least a full stack. I think we just start with that, see what sort of damage that does for us. Because my hope is that we'll be able to just alternate layers between iron and emerald blocks. And I was gonna say we could even cheat and just fill in the middle with iron, but we may actually have enough. Let's see. I think so. I think we'll be good. Oh wow, I am getting blinded by that. Turns out emeralds are shiny. Look at that, I think we're gonna be good. Now that is very cool. Having it on the sand almost makes it look like it's some kind of, I don't know, desert temple. Not the kind from Minecraft, I'm talking just like, I don't know, imagine exploring the desert in real life and you see something like this. Definitely built by aliens. So we got a little bit left over. We can go put that back and actually craft the beacon because I didn't ever do that. And if I remember correctly, it should be something like this. It sure is. Look at that. Very first beacon. Garfield, are you excited? We're about to get our first beacon activated. Okay, well I thought you'd be a little more excited than that. What about you? Okay, so I told Garfield and the bird about the beacon and they didn't seem that excited, Lunchbox. What do you think about that? Oh, I knew you wouldn't let me down. You look very excited. I'm also going to have to relearn this process. I never remember how to properly activate a beacon. I do know that the first step is to plonk. Whoa. Definitely built by aliens. Look at that. It's calling for the mothership. I love the sound it makes too. This is probably bad for my retinas. I probably shouldn't do this, but very hard to resist. So I think it's pretty common to use haste, but since this is at my base, I do not see myself needing that a whole lot. I'm thinking more like speed. Since we're running around building stuff a lot, that's going to make it a lot easier to get there quicker. Yep, and I think we just put the emerald there. Same with regeneration. I don't see myself needing that. I say we just go full on speed. Gotta go fast, right? And then activate? Ooh, yeah, look at that. Okay, time to test it. Am I officially Sonic? Oh, yeah. Hey, Iron Golems, look at me. Yeah, you're not used to this, are you? Yeah, this is official God mode right here. I can literally run laps around my base. Let's call it 5 seconds flat, even though I'm pretty sure it's taking longer than that. Oh yeah, running from this perspective too, which is what I'm... Hey, it ran out. There we go. Anyway, this perspective, it's easier to tell because I'm used to this view, and yeah, I am definitely moving through a lot faster. So overall, very cool that we now have our very own beacon. Like I said, this is temporary. That's almost certainly going to move at some point. I also want to get more beacons, so we can not just have a single, but a double, quadruple, whatever. We're going to definitely have more in the future, and it will move. I want to probably have it a little bit more central to the base, because that'll make more sense, but for the time being, this works, and I was able to test it out. Although, ooh, come to think of it, you'll notice I used a little bit of red in the SPQR for the Roman flag. I say we do the same thing here. It'll still work, right, if I cover this all with glass? There we go. Look at that. It's a little bit ominous, or it almost looks like I'm shooting a laser beam into space, but at least it matches now. We got the red SPQR, red beacon. That's so cool. Definitely the most impressive Roman in these parts. So you may have noticed we wrapped up all of the goals for this video and we still have a couple 2 tree days left. And I say we use that time to essentially set up 400 Days Legion to make sure that he has everything that he needs to get a nice fresh start on the next 100 days. But first, once again, because I'm easily distracted, I glanced these boys up here and it's been a while. I wanted to take a look. First off, I'm very happy that I built this the right way. I had no idea what the requirements were for these to actually survive, and it turned out. They're still here, so I assume that we're good. Also, if you remember from earlier, I said I didn't like the copper blocks when they were sort of rusting in that in-between state, but now that they've turned green, I actually like that. A little bit better, actually, than when they were full copper colored. I think that adds a nice touch. I like that. Anyway, though. In the next couple days, I'll do a bit of organizing in the house, make sure everything's all set there, take care of the animals to the extent I need to, and continue harvesting to make sure that we're good on all that in case we want to do something similar with the emeralds in the next video. You'll also notice that the chicken egg collector is working out very well. And what are you doing up there? Get down. Actually, it might work better if I threw them up here. That way they just kind of float down into their pen. What a way to come into the world. Falling from the ceiling, getting hit by other eggs. Now I can speed harvest. And I just got a poisonous potato. If you remember from the last 100 days, I had asked what the purpose of these things are, and apparently if you eat one, you can get an achievement. So it would help if I was actually hungry, so let's try to do that. There we go. As I was saying, let's try to get the achievement. I didn't actually look at the list, but we may as well try. Looks appetizing, so let's give it a shot. Why can't I eat this? Can you not eat when you're in third person? That's weird. Look at this. There we go. Okay. I was doing something weird. Whatever. Nom 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 nom. Tasty. But I didn't see an achievement. I don't know. I'm probably doing something wrong. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, that was, I think, the only response that I saw on that was that you could get an achievement by eating one. I may have needed to cook it into something, but I've got more. So let me know if there's a different way to do that. We don't necessarily need to keep all the emeralds that we've been trading. And it's been a while since I've visited all the villagers in the house over here. Maybe I should start grabbing some glowstone because I have a feeling I'll be using more of that in the future. Man, that 4 emerald trade is hard. That takes out 3/4 of a stack. You may be getting infected in the next video, and turning away will not help you. Don't you turn your back on me. I am speed. Even with using all those blocks for the beacon, we are in good shape. I think we're still doing all right. And I'm going to continue to do all those trades. I'd love to see this thing just entirely full of 64 stacks of emeralds. We'll get there, but I'm not too worried about those in the future. Well, citizen, I have some good news and some bad news. The bad news is this is day 300, so our journey is nearly at an end. The good news is I'm going to spend this day sharing a couple of my plans for future videos and what I'd like to do with this world in the next couple of 100 days. There are some things we were working on in this video that we never finished. Good example, the gold farm in the nether. Still doesn't quite work. We are going to have to go to the nether roof and finish that up with an AFK platform. Another one is Old Blue here. If you remember, we actually had 3 parrots that apparently just got lost in the jungle and never came back. So do want to go back, see if we can either retame a few or find the ones that we lost, bring them back. I don't like that I had 3 and now there's only 1. Don't get me wrong, you're great, but I would like to get those ones back. Another potential one is the panda enclosure. This was kind of quickly built just to get them back and make sure we had it all ready for them. I don't know if I want this to be here long term like it is. Maybe we build something a little bit grander for them. And let me know what you think. If you've got any cool ideas what we could do with this, I'm happy to hear that and incorporate that into future videos. And by the way, this video is turning out to be long, probably even longer than my 200 days, which was twice the length of my 100 days. If you've made it this far, leave me a comment and just say Lunchbox or Lunchbox the Panda. That'll let me know you made it all the way to the end and probably confuse a ton of people who didn't make it this far as well. As far as the future of this world, I do plan to start pretty much right away on 400 days after I get this video published. That being said, my sort of tentative plan is to get to around 500 days in this world, and then maybe start to experiment with other series. Eventually, I want this world to get to 1,000 days, but I was thinking the 500 day mark might be a good time to start a second series, maybe even a third eventually. So that's another one that if you have ideas, please let me know. I was thinking something like an ocean-only world, maybe using some kind of mods. I've never really used mods before in Minecraft, or even something like one block or an expanding border world, that type of thing. So let me know what your thoughts are. What would you like to see? What do you think would be interesting? All that said, that still gives us 2 additional videos after this one to get to 500 days, so more things. We're gonna still work on getting more beacons, which means, unfortunately, a lot of time in there hunting down wither skeletons, which didn't go great for us this video, but maybe we can find a way to improve that. There's also probably other improvements we can make to the base, which, I mean, if you've been here since 100 days, this place is completely transformed from how it started, and I'm super happy with the results. However, there is always more that we can do. Good example, I think it was over here that we noticed there were turtles on one of these islands. That could become a turtle enclosure. We could start branching off to some of the islands off of the mainland, as it were. One last idea that I'll leave you with. I've been kind of just standing up here on the villager house on the last day of the videos just so we can watch the sunset over the base, but what if we actually built some kind of tower into this house? Could be almost like an observatory or a lighthouse off on the sea, something that's in this area but it's higher up so we could look over a little bit more of the base and see more. Should also look super cool on top of this house as well. But yeah, I mean, if I could sum everything up, I'd say it's been a lot of hard work, and it's taken me more time than I anticipated to make these videos, but I do plan to continue in full force, and it's really for one reason, and that's you, citizens. Thanks for watching, thanks for all the support, thanks for all the comments, I really do appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to continuing this series. And now all that's left is to keep up with our tradition and watch the sunset over the beautiful base that we've built over the past 300 days. Thanks for watching.